Well. I did a video on CeeDee Lamb, man, and I appreciate everybody who watched it, man. That thing has went viral. It's at 50,000 and counting. I didn't think it was going to get that much attention. But nevertheless, I'm thankful, and it is what it is. So after CeeDee Lamb dodged the media on Sunday evening, CeeDee Lamb finally speaks after what we saw on the sideline, and I want to hear it. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Let's go! Let's go, Cowboy fans! Man, we got a great show. Not only tonight, we got a great show tonight, but we gonna have an even better show tomorrow. And then we're gonna have an even better show when we come back on Thanksgiving. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I am the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time we post another video or go live. And we are live. Let's go. We got a great show tonight. A great show, an absolutely great show. And we haven't even got to the Cowboys pregame show we gonna do tomorrow. That thing gonna be off the chain. This is our show for tonight. CeeDee Lamb. We are gonna open up with CeeDee Lamb, and we're gonna listen to the CeeDee Lamb interview. We're also gonna listen to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones had a few interesting things to say on 105.3 The Fan. We're gonna listen to Brian Schottenheimer, or as much as we can. Brian Schottenheimer was talking today, and we'll see what he was talking about. I listened to the press conference he had yesterday. I don't know. I hope he has a few more things. I hope he has some better things to say today. Then we are going to go over our weekly road to the playoffs. This game against the Kansas City Chiefs is huge. Road to the playoffs. And then finally, I am going to end this thing with a bang. Man, I don't know why this came across my timeline today, but the Eagles are devastated by that Cowboys loss. Boy, I gotta show y'all a clip. I found. Man, this clip is so funny. Philadelphia fans are in their feelings about that Cowboys beatdown. I know y'all gonna enjoy it, but that's the show for today. CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jones, Brian Schottenheimer, roll to the playoffs, and the Eagle fans are devastated, and I know nobody here is sad about that. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Yeah. Let's go. All right. Let's keep this thing hyped up. We're not even changing the music. Let's go. Let's get that roll call. Who's in here tonight? Jesus Barado, what up? Jesus said Saul killed 1,000, but David killed 10,000. Let's go. He said Saul chose envy and pride, picking CeeDee. Hold on. He said picking CeeDee for Cowboy glory. We need both. Say it again, Jesus. That's the point I made in my video. That's the point I made. Macchiatos, what's going on? Yeah, our defense is better dominate for 4 quarters. McMahon, what's going on? McMahon said, arguing who is better is a great problem to have. Be grateful. I said it in the video, McMahon. I said it in the video. I'm not mad about this argument. Do y'all know how long it's been that we could even have a discussion? Man, we got 2. We were saying CeeDee Lamb was top 3 at the beginning of the season. Well, what does that mean about George Pickens? I am glad to have these kind of discussions. I'm glad. Big Mouse Dog up in this thing. What's going on? Lord Nova. George, what's going on? He said it should be interesting. Derek Grimsley, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, Dallas is going to be tough to handle for the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are going to be tough to handle for the Cowboys. Doomsday, what's going on? Man, oh, I forgot. I didn't put the Cowboys defense on there. Doomsday, oh, I got something you're going to enjoy. I found something on X today about the Cowboys defense, and boy, y'all are going to be ecstatic. I forgot to put that down, but I think I got it over here on my list. I think I have the link. Let me see. Let me make sure, Doomsday. Oh, yeah, I got it, Doomsday. You know what, Doomsday? Just for you. We're going to open up with the Cowboys defense first because I forgot to put that on the list. The Queen, what's going on? Queen, NFL.com, it's coming soon. I haven't got the notification, but it should be shipping soon. I hope you enjoy it. John Henry, Jacob Jackson, what up in this thing, man? Oh, he said, OG, check out the greatest safety era when he played. Oh, you already know. Oh, he's on the pivot. Okay. I'll check that out. On the pivot. Gotcha. Ty Howard. John Jones, what up? He said, G Money. I said, some New Jack City. K Choice. What up, Big Daddy? What up with you? Mr. 72 Chevelle, what's going on? Mike 405. Brandy, as always, says, hey, my loves. What up with you? Horace Fisher in this thing. Duckface, quack, quack. What up with you, Duckface? Running Dub. Hail Mary. J, C, D, Slice. What is going on with you? All right, hey, y'all enjoy the music. Hold on a second. Somebody's at my door. Y'all keep rocking out. I'm going to answer the door, and I'll be back, and we going to get this thing started. All right, I'm back. Let's get this party going. Let's get this thing going. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll greet some more y'all as we get in this thing. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Let's go. All right. Best chat on YouTube. What is going on with y'all? So good to see y'all today. All right. Let me get a quick super chat in. I told Doomsday I'm going to start out with defense. Dak fan for life. What up? He said, G, did you see how Booker handled Jalen Carter all game long? Booker did a masterclass on him. Yeah, Booker is special. Tyler Booker is special. I'm telling y'all now, we are going to look back and we are going to talk about 2025. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm cooking something up. I told y'all when this thing started, the Joneses were moving different and everybody was fighting against me. But now they're finally believing. They've been moving different all year long. And trading Michael Parsons was a part of moving different. Man, the Cowboys have put together something incredible, and they're not done. They are not done, and I'm loving what they are doing. Now, appreciate you on that again, Super Chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Dak fan for life. Hey, I forgot to put this down as a topic. And so since I forgot to put this down as a topic, how about we start off first with this? Boy, let me show y'all what the Cowboys defense has looked like since they brought in Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson. This is from Ian Rappaport. Are y'all ready to have y'all's mind blown? Since the trade deadline and their bye, the Cowboys defense is showing improvement compared to their first 9 games. Weeks 1 through 9 before the bye in the trade. Points per game, 31st. Total yards allowed, 31st. Rush yards per game allowed, 29th. Takeaways a game, tied for 23rd. Sacks per game, tied for 17th. This was the Cowboys. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for folk to do what I did. I've already gave Matt Eberflus his flowers. Because I told y'all before, I was very conflicted about Matt Eberflus. Was the system good? Nah. My problem with Matt Eberflus wasn't as much the system as it was Matt Eberflus was not willing to make any adjustments, it seemed, in his system. But before they went and got him the players, he started trying to make some changes. Brian kind of got in the defensive room, kind of helped out. But when they got him those players, this is the Cowboys in week 11 and 12. They're now giving up only 18.5 points per game. 11th. 287 yards or 288 yards per game, they're 7th. Rush yards allowed. Y'all remember when everybody was making fun of the Cowboys, getting Kenny Clark and Rico Dowdle came in, ran all over him, then everybody started running all over him? Look at where they are now. They went from 29th to 2nd. Takeaways, 1.5 per game. They're tied for 8th. 1 against the Raiders, I believe, and 2 against the Eagles. Sacks per game. 2.5 sacks per game now, tied for 7th place. That's what happens. That's what happens when you give a coach players. I told y'all this. Man, Brian Schottenheimer had a benefit that Matt Eberflus didn't have. I mean, Brian Schottenheimer becomes the coach. They go in the draft. They get Booker. They get Tyler Booker. They go and get Javonte Williams as the running back. They went and brought in George Pickens as the wide receiver. I mean, George Pickens himself was insane to add to this defense. I mean, this offense. It was insane to add to this offense. So Brian Schottenheimer's playing with a loaded gun. Meanwhile, I don't really know what we gave Matt Eberflus. I think we thought we gave him a lot. But when it all came down to it, it wasn't what we thought it was. But when they gave him players, that's the results. That's the results. It's amazing the difference players make. Quentin Williams is reverberating. Not only at every level on the field, he's reverberating off the field. Man, I'm telling you, I thought Demarion Overshawn was going to come up in here. I thought he was going to come up in here and be the leader of this doggone defense. This dude, Quentin Williams, stepped in and said, hey, he didn't say, hold my drink. He said, pour me a drink. There's a new sheriff in town. I'm the leader of this defense. And he did it by coming in with his work ethic and his work on the, and his work on the field and his work in the locker room. Shoot, man, this dude Quinnen Williams, boy, the real deal. Quinnen is the real deal. And Matt Eberflus, man, let me tell you something. I was searching today because I was trying to find out what defensive formations did Matt Eberflus run against the Philadelphia Eagles. I wanted to know how many 5-man fronts, how many zones. I wanted to know what did he basically do. And the insane thing is, if the stat that I pulled up is correct, Matt Eberflus against the Philadelphia Eagles ran 87% zone. But it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing what his defense looks like when he's running zone with Quinnen Williams, Logan Wilson, Savon Revel Jr., Kalen Carson. When he's running zone with those players back, Overshown back, it's amazing how the defense looks overall. Demarion Overshown isn't even full all the way back. The thing that's saving Overshown is his speed and his quickness. But that in itself has been enough to help the Cowboys. This dude looks different with players. His defense looks different with players. Now, he's going to have to tweak it a little bit for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. He's going to have to tweak it. They're going to need an even better performance, and I think they can get it. They're going to need an even better performance against the Kansas City Chiefs. Because let me tell you something. If there's a such thing as a master play caller, it's Andy Reid. My man Chanel. What up? Yeah, CFL. I like that. Cowboys Football League. What up? What up? What up with your bass? JG for real, what's going on? Albert Donaldson, what's going on? Hey, Albert, let me tell you something. 9 ain't going to do it. 9 isn't going to do it. I'm going to tell you, and we're going to look at the road to the playoffs. We'll talk about this more on the road to the playoffs. I'm not going to spoil it. We'll talk about that as we keep going. My man, Ron Hanna, what up with you? Ron Hanna said, man, Q has been a godsend. He's been what we needed. Just wish they didn't. He said, just wish they don't this after the, wish they had did this after the Bears game. Now, hey, Ron. Let me tell you what I love about God, Ron. God's timing. God's timing. Ron, let me tell you, you know what, I'm not going to say God cares about football. I'm not going to say all that. But let me tell you how this worked out. Let me just tell you how this worked out, Ron Hanna. You ready for something crazy, Ron Hanna? When Jerry first started talking about trading Micah Parsons, you do know who he went to first, right? The Cowboys went to the Jets first. The Cowboys wanted Quinnen Williams from the beginning. The Jets said no. The Jets had Justin Fields. They wanted to see what it was going to look like with Justin Fields. I think we're kind of figuring out, unfortunately, and I'm still trying to figure this out myself because I was a Justin Fields fan. I watched this dude at Ohio State, and I loved Justin. I loved him. I love Justin Fields, man. Boy, this dude done got to the pros, and I don't know if it's because He hasn't got with the right team. They haven't put the offense around him. They haven't put the pieces around him. I don't know what the entire problem is with Justin Fields, but Justin Fields has not lived up to that first-round draft pick. So nevertheless, when the Cowboys circle the block, Ron Hanna, Cowboys circle the block, the Jets were having a fire sale. And I appreciate the Jets because I'm sure that there were other teams. But the Cowboys, because they got those first-round draft picks from Michael Parsons' trade, they were able to throw in a little something extra that other teams couldn't throw in. But that ain't the good part, Ron Hanna. Ron Hanna, you want the good part? I wish we could have did it earlier. But I want you to think about what we got in return, even though we have suffered up until the last two games. This isn't the same with Osa Odigizua and Quinnen Williams only. Kenny Clark is a major piece of this puzzle. And as much as I wish we could have done it right, it's called the butterfly effect. The problem is, Ron Hanna, sometimes if you change, if we change one thing, we always say, man, if I could go back and do that all over again. We act like that if we would have changed that one thing way back if we could do it over again, as if everything else would be the same, all the same circumstances. But if we'd have got this thing done, then everything else would have just went right. It's called the butterfly effect. You don't know what else you don't get or you do get if you go back and do it, if you could have done it earlier. Because I can tell you this, if the Cowboys get Quinnen Williams in that trade when they first wanted him, they don't get Kenny Clark. I've said it before too, I wish we could have done it earlier. I don't so much wish we could have done it though, I don't so much wish we could have done it. And again, after the Bears game, the Jets were not going to do it. They were not going to do it. So that's how it happened. So we got it how we got it, and I love it. I love it. It is what it is. But I can tell you this, Ron Hanna, man, it ain't over. It is not over. Man, when I show y'all the Cowboys road to the playoffs, it is going to blow y'all's mind. Boy, we gotta be excited. Mike 405 OKC, he said hand claps for the Cowboys. That's what I'm talking about, Mikey. Cowboys have done a bang-up job, man. They've done a bang-up job, and I love it. I love what my man Chanel said. He said, Jerry is not done. Other than right tackle and left tackle picks, all other picks will be on the defensive side. I agree. They will get a defensive end in the draft. Pick up another one in free agency. Draft linebacker, one safety, and two cornerbacks. Hey, Chanel, let me tell you something. Boy, if I could get my wish. Chanel, I would get if I could get my wish, I would get that safety from Ohio State. And I would get that doggone running back from Notre Dame. Woo! I'm not a big college football fan watching, but boy, I saw him running, man. Boy. Woo, boy. If we could get that dude. But I love Javonte Williams. But I do think he needs another counterpart because I think the Cowboys need a change of pace back. I do think the Cowboys are still going to give Phil Maffa an opportunity, but I still say the Cowboys are missing something they need desperately on offense. Home run hitter. The Cowboys need a home run hitter. Javonte Williams is if I could equate this to baseball. Y'all hold on a second. All right, now my spoiled dog, my son's spoiled dog was messing with me. All right. If I could equate this to baseball, Javonte Williams to me, Javonte Williams is like a Deion Sanders in baseball. Deion Sanders in baseball, you had to worry about an in-the-park home run. That Deion Sanders was so fast that if he hit the ball in the right spot, by the time you even got the ball in your hand, Deion could be halfway between second and third. And you're now forced to make a throw because he's so fast that Deion might get home on you. In the park home run. The Cowboys, if I could equate this to baseball, the Cowboys need a Barry Bonds on this thing. Now, a lot of people don't realize something about Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was knocking covers off the baseball before steroids. So some people might not realize it, this dude, Barry Bonds, was knocking the cover off the baseball before steroids. Well, when he got on steroids, the issue was he was knocking the cover off the ball, and not only knocking it out the park, he was knocking it out the park and across the street. Cowboys need a home run hitter. And they're probably going to have to address that in the draft unless they decide to go and do something with Jaden Blue, which I do think the Joneses are going to force him to do something with him. Hey, Alicia Hamrick, I appreciate that information. Alicia, she says sports analysts today were praising the game Eberflus called. Now, Alicia, you might not remember, but so did I. I said it was the best game I've seen him call. I mean, you saw a little bit of everything sprinkled in there. A little bit of everything. Said his schemes were amazing. Yeah. He looked pretty good. Chanel, let me ask you this. You know what's so funny? Chanel, I still think, though, this is the Eberflus system, but I think he's done some things to it that is uncharacteristic of him. Because he is blitzing a whole lot. He's blitzing a whole lot. That is not something that he typically does in his defense, but he's made that adjustment. I'll give him credit for that. He's made some adjustments. That 5-man front, last time I remember, that's not characteristic of his game. He's added that to the repertoire. I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to give Matt Eberflus credit. But hey, Chanel, I do see where, Chanel, they're going to have to tighten up. They're not going to have to buckle up. They're going to have to tighten up. They're going to have to tighten up for Kansas City. This Kansas City game, it could be very dangerous. I think the saving grace for the Cowboys against the Kansas City Chiefs will be their pass rush. I think it'll be their pass rush. All right, man, hey, Doomsday. Ron Handler, that was for y'all. Getting this thing, let y'all know, man, this doggone defense, man. And I'll tell you this, Chanel, you think about what you just said. You said that the defense still needs some work to do. Man, that thing's looking pretty good. And I agree with you. But when you look at this right here, man, woo, man. Matt Eberflus, this is another big test for you. Because if you can come out here and do this to Andy Reid, shoo. Hey, man. Man, you come out here and you can do this to Andy Reid, we own to something. We own to something, my brother. Yeah. Yamar said the Chiefs are not a good road team. I tell you this. Y'all thought Patrick Mahomes was having a nightmare against the Eagles? He gonna see that all over again with the Cowboys because Quentin Williams is coming right up the middle. And I'm telling you right now, they are missing their best offensive guard for the Chiefs. Watch what I tell you. The Cowboys will exploit it. The Cowboys will exploit it. And I think one of the strategies the Cowboys are going to do, and this may sound crazy when I'm talking about doing this to the Chiefs, make them one-dimensional. They don't have superstar wide receivers. Make him one-dimensional. Take the run away from him. I know. I can't believe what I'm about to say. Y'all check my temperature. Check my temperature. Make Patrick Mahomes beat you. Make Patrick Mahomes beat you. Because you don't want to give Patrick Mahomes play action. If they give Patrick Mahomes play action, I'm telling you, we're going to have a hard day. Don't give him play action. Take away the run. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to make Patrick Mahomes beat me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Patrick Mahomes beat me. Because if you let the run game get going, you can't stop Patrick Mahomes. You can't stop Patrick Mahomes with a run game. You can't stop him. The same way you can't stop Dak Prescott with a run game. You cannot stop him. If I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, I got the same plan for Dak Prescott, and it is going to be mano a mano. It's going to be Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes in a shootout. Dak Prescott versus Kansas City defense and Patrick Mahomes versus the Dallas Cowboys defense. That's the game I want. Because I'm going to tell you right now, nobody in this league right now has two better receivers than the Cowboys have. And they don't have a better receiver than we have right now because this man, I'm telling y'all, this dude, George Pickens, is on a mission. He on a mission. Boy, y'all better understand what I'm telling you. Man, George Pickens is telling us. Do y'all know what this man is telling us? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. George Pickens is sending a message. And I'm telling us now, I want the Dallas Cowboy fan base to get out of his doggone feelings. Get out of your feelings. We don't need to be comparing CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. And the reason why I'm telling you this is simple. George Pickens, nobody is saying he's been the best wide receiver in the league for the last 4 years. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that George Pickens is nobody is saying that he's a historically great wide receiver, at least not yet. But let me tell you what it is okay to say. We don't need to compare George Pickens to CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens right now is the best wide receiver in the game. That has nothing to do with CeeDee Lamb. And we need to stop this crazy argument. That has nothing to do with CeeDee Lamb. I'm just telling us. And as the Dallas Cowboy fan base, rather than us getting in our feelings, is, oh, don't say stuff like that. What? I'm ecstatic because I know how good CeeDee Lamb is. If CeeDee Lamb is him, then you got to tell me what George Pickens is this year. I'm not telling you George Pickens has been the best wide receiver for the last 5 years. I'm telling you right now, he's the best wide receiver in the league. The only person that can argue with me on this is Jackson Smith. He's the only one right now. Jackson Smith is the only one that can argue with me. But I'm telling you right now, George Pickens is an alien. That dude is an alien. Man, I'm telling you. Let me tell you why Jerry ain't gonna let this dude go. Y'all ready? Let me tell you why Jerry is going to sign Quinnen Williams. I'm sorry. He's already got Quinnen Williams. Let me tell you why Jerry Jones is going to sign George Pickens. And you heard it from me first. Jerry Jones made a mistake a few years ago. There was a kid coming out of a school. I think the school was Marshall. I think the colors they wore were green and white. I'm thinking this is where this kid came from. Y'all might remember him. Let me make sure I look it up. Y'all might remember this kid. His name was Randy Moss. Do y'all realize that Randy Moss was supposed to go to the Cowboys? Jerry Jones had told Randy Moss he was drafting him. Michael Irvin said that it was supposed to be him and Randy Moss, and they were supposed to go on another Super Bowl run. But instead, Jerry went and got someone else. I forgot who he got and didn't draft Randy Moss. Randy Moss, the first time the Cowboys saw him, Randy Moss, he gave Jerry Jones nightmares. When George Pickens skywalked in the air against the Philadelphia Eagles and caught that ball over 2 players, Jerry Jones said, I got my do-over. And his name is George Pickens. His name is George Pickens. Jerry ain't letting Pickens go. I promise y'all Jerry ain't letting Pickens go. Jerry is signing George Pickens. He's the best receiver in the game right now. We need to stop this whole comparing him to CeeDee Lamb. Do y'all know it's actually okay to say this? Let me say it out loud so everybody can understand it's okay to say it as we transition into the CeeDee Lamb segment. Y'all do know it's okay to say this, right? CeeDee Lamb is a top 3 receiver in the game. But he's not playing like it this year. Y'all do know it's okay to say that, right? We can say that out loud without wanting to trade CeeDee Lamb, without calling CeeDee Lamb trash, without, we shouldn't have paid CeeDee Lamb. Yes, we should have paid CeeDee Lamb. All 3 of those things. We don't have to say those things. Those things. We don't have to worry about those things. CeeDee Lamb he's been a top 3 receiver. We can say that. But he's not playing like a top 3 receiver this year. So far, that's okay to say. We got to get out of our feelings on this thing with CeeDee Lamb and enjoy having the best wide receiver in the game with CeeDee Lamb. What? Man, I got to pinch myself sometimes. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? I don't understand. Man, we don't need to be defending CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb dropped some passes against the Philadelphia Eagles. Doggone it, it's true. It's true. He struggled against the Philadelphia Eagles in 2 games. That's fact. I don't want to trade him. He's not trash. He's been a top 3 receiver in this league over the last 3 years. All those things are true. But right now, coming off that injury, he's not quite playing like a top 3 receiver. Comparison is the robber of joy. It goes without saying. I'm not comparing Pickens to CeeDee Lamb because there's no need to, because there's, in actuality, this year, right now, this year as we speak, there is no one playing better than George Pickens. The only person that can argue with me right now is Jackson Smith and his followers. Shoot. Man, y'all better hear me when I tell you. It's okay to tell the truth, man. It's okay to tell the truth. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to tell the truth. Gotta stop beating our feelings about stuff, man. The truth is the truth. I bet you right now, if you was to ask CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, who the best receiver in the game right now? You know what CeeDee Lamb gonna tell you? His name is George Pickens. He is going to tell you his name is George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb is going to tell you that. It's undeniable. And CeeDee Lamb, I promise you, CeeDee Lamb is happy for George Pickens, because I'm happy for George Pickens, because when we got CeeDee Lamb in a rut, CeeDee Lamb is trying to find himself, get himself back to where he needs to be. Y'all better be thanking whoever you need to thank to have George Pickens while CeeDee Lamb is struggling to get back to being CeeDee Lamb. Shoot, y'all can miss me. I don't understand why people are being so serious about this argument. I am glad to have George Pickens, and I'm glad the level that he's playing at, and I'm glad that I can say that George Pickens is literally the best wide receiver in the game right now. Boy, I don't understand why we sad about saying that. Shoot, I'm happy to be saying it. And if somebody wants to argue about, yeah, man, he's better than CeeDee Lamb or CeeDee Lamb is better than him, man, it brings a tear to my eye. Because I know how great both of them are. What in the world I'm going to be sad for because somebody says that George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb? Well, I can tell you this. CeeDee Lamb has been better than him over the last 2 years. But this year right now, right now, RATNOW, right now, George Pickens is the best receiver in football. And he is on a run, and he is on par. I'm telling y'all, y'all heard it from me first. If the Cowboys do what they're supposed to do, boy, this dude, George Pickens, when you look at how he's been averaging somewhere around 140 yards, y'all do know if he stays on that trajectory, George Pickens may very well get 2,000 yards. What? Boy, y'all better do some mathematics. George Pickens, I'm not going to tell you he's a historically great wide receiver. But what I am going to tell you this season, he's on a historic level run. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I'm going to cheer him on. And I promise y'all, CeeDee Lamb's going to cheer him on too. CeeDee Lamb is going to cheer him on because I've been telling y'all this, and people let this part go in one ear and out the other one. CeeDee Lamb ain't mad at George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb ain't jealous of George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb, I told y'all this, and he's going to say it, I believe. He's mad at himself. That's who he's mad at, and I told y'all this. He's mad at himself because he knows he's not performing at the level that he knows that he's capable of, the level that he's performed at. He's not performing at that level. And nobody wants to put this part in there. CeeDee Lamb is still coming off a high ankle sprain. I still say he doesn't look all the way back, but also there are teams that are still respecting CeeDee Lamb. They're still respecting him in some respects, and then in some respects, I still don't think he's totally back. But he'll get there before the year is up, I believe. He'll get there. All right, let me read these super chats, and then we're going to get into CeeDee Lamb. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. True Texan. He says, do not forget, no disgruntled Diggs messing it up. I agree, True Texan. And I love the way Dak Prescott handled up on him. I love the way Dak Prescott handled up on him in the press. Dak Prescott handled his business on him in the press. Dak Prescott, hey, man, stop pressing. Stop pressing. I know you want to make these plays. You've made these plays before. You want to make them. You're not making them, bro. It's okay. Get it together. Stop pressing. Get out of your own head. What did I tell y'all the other day? He's in his own head. Get out of your head, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I've played football before and played wide receiver. Now, I'm not going to be lying to y'all telling y'all I played at Boise State and was a 5-star recruit in high school. No, I wasn't none of that stuff. Matter of fact, when I got to the high school level, I didn't even want to play football no more. You'd have to know me in high school, man. You'd have to know me in high school. Boy, man, I was different. I gave up athletics, man. I was the rapper, the dancer. Oh, man, boy, I don't even want to reminisce. All I'm going to tell you is this. I was cold in both of them. I was very popular in high school. I was cold in both of them. I didn't play sports. I didn't have time for it. But I did know how to play. And I'm telling you now, I can teach you how to play wide receiver. I can teach you how to play wide receiver. And the one thing about being a wide receiver, and I'm not saying that being arrogant, I'm just telling you the truth. I can tell you how to catch better. I can tell you how to run routes. I can tell you that stuff. I was real serious about football until I got to high school. But CeeDee Lamb is in his own head. You got to be careful, man, as wide receivers, cornerbacks, running backs. Those three positions in particular, you have to be very careful because you have to have a very short memory. My son played cornerback. I used to always tell him, short memory. You're going to get burned, even though he didn't get burned, but maybe I think once or twice. You're going to get burned. But when you do, forget about it. Don't put in your head, I don't want to get burned. Because if you put in your head, I don't want to get burned, you're going to get toasted. Wide receiver, catching has to come natural to you. Catching has to become a natural process. And it's this simple. As the ball is coming in, this stuff has to come natural to you. Which way you turn your hands? Do you turn them up? I wasn't a body catcher. I've always, and when I taught my sons and talk to other people about being a wide receiver, I always tell people, don't be a body catcher. You look that ball in, you got to make it natural. You look the point into your hands, you either turn them out, depending upon the angle, maybe you'll turn it like this, go down, but all of that becomes natural to you. You look it in, you tuck it, and you run. You got to get those. They got to be so natural to you. Look it in, catch it, tuck it, then you make your move. And you'll see sometimes where people, they'll hear footsteps. So they'll try to peek. They'll get them alligator arms. They'll peek over. You're not going to catch it. Football, being a wide receiver takes not only concentration, but it becomes muscle memory to you that you don't even think about those things. Man, I'm telling you, when I played, it was muscle memory. I didn't have to think about it. And when you look at these wide receivers and you wonder why the guys like Pickens and Lamb and Chase and Jackson Smith are so good, because the part that most people would have to really work on has become muscle memory natural to them. Look it in. They automatically figure out the angle of the hand. As soon as they see the ball coming, angles. It just comes to you. The more you work on it, it just comes to you. You don't think about it. The moment you start thinking about it, you start making mistakes. Lamb is in his head. Now, we may see Lamb get out of his head very quick this week. Maybe Lamb, when he got against the Eagles, and I'm just saying, I don't know for sure. Maybe he thought about the first game against the Eagles. I'm telling you, man, when you start talking about cornerbacks, running backs, and wide receivers, and quarterbacks too, if you get a quarterback and he starts throwing a few interceptions, he got to get him out of his head, because if he don't, his mindset is now not completing the pass. His mindset is, I don't want to throw an interception. Guess what he does? He throws an interception. Running back fumbles a few times. Now when he's running the ball, he's not thinking about doing what he normally does. Get it in the basket, tuck it in, however you do it, hold it high or whatever. He's not thinking about just getting that natural muscle memory and just, boom, go. You know what he's thinking? Oop, don't drop it. Guess what he does? He drops it. He fumbles it. Lamb is in his own head. This has nothing to do with George Pickens. He's in his own head. The only thing that has to do with George Pickens is he's watching the level that George Pickens is performing at. He's not jealous of it, but he does know I should be performing at that level too, and I'm just not doing it. He knows what's up. Jamalism, appreciate that super chat. Yeah, Jamalism said the Chiefs mostly struggle against man. Jamalism, I tell you this is going to be a challenge for us. And the reason why it's going to be a challenge for us is the safety play. I'm still not totally convinced on the safety play for the Cowboys. I'm still not totally convinced. The throws that Jalen Hurts refused to throw, Patrick Mahomes is going to throw those tight window throws. You better book it. He's going to throw them. Dominique Pittman, what up with you? Your shirt's in the mail, my brother. He said too many in here for less than 100 likes. My man Dominique Pittman said get them likes up. Tony Nichols, appreciate that $10 super chat. He said, gee, I have to give it to Jerry in the front office. He said, for me, it was the patience to get players of impact, and that would be a positive influence on the younger up-and-coming stars versus just getting talent. Tony Nichols, and I know you've been here for a minute. Tony Nichols, I've said this over and over. The part that Jerry did not understand, Jimmy didn't just bring in talent. Jimmy created a culture, and Jimmy created teams. And the thing the Cowboys have been missing for 30 years is a team. And I'm going to give Brian Schottenheimer a lot of credit on this. And I'm going to give Jerry credit for hiring Brian Schottenheimer. I'm going to give him credit. They got somebody who can they got somebody who can create a team. That's what they did. I still got some issues with him as far as his play calling goes, and I want him to improve that going forward. But Brian Schottenheimer, man, as far as creating a culture, he's done it. I love it. Oh, Darren Posey, my man up in here. What up, Darren Posey? Darren Posey said, my only issue with Dak is force feeding when CeeDee is off. Darren Posey, that is the statement of the day. My fear, listening to Brian Schottenheimer, my fear of listening to Brian Schottenheimer and Dak Prescott is that they are going to try to get CeeDee Lamb in the game rather than letting it happen organically. Right now, George Pickens, they have no answer for him. The best way to get CeeDee Lamb in this game is to make them stop George Pickens. Make them stop George Pickens. Because if you can make them stop George Pickens, you're going to have, man, CeeDee Lamb is going to have a monster game. But if you force, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I were the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm going to tell you what I would do to the Cowboys right now. Because they're already tipping their hand. If I were the Chiefs, I'm going to tell you what I'd do because the Cowboys are tipping their hand. They're tipping their hand that they're going to go to CeeDee Lamb. Oh, yeah, he's going to bounce back. Oh, he's got that look in his eye. Oh, if it's me, I know exactly what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to double cover CeeDee Lamb. I'm gonna cover him underneath and I'm going to cover him over the top. And I know you're going to go to him because Dak did it in the last game. And I'm telling y'all now, you're not going to get down 14 points. I'm not even going to talk about 21. You get down 21 on Kansas City, you might as well fold it up. You might as well go ahead and start getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner. You get down against the Kansas City Chiefs 21-0, it's over. I can tell you now, it's over. They're not going to be afforded that again. The Kansas City Chiefs, for as much as they've struggled, they are a top 10 offense in the league. You're not giving a top 10 offense 21 points. You're not spotting them that and coming back. You're not doing it. Now, I ain't going to say you're not doing it because if they do that, shoot, Matt Eberflus needs a raise. Shoot, forget keeping your job. Man, you get down on Kansas City 21 and you come back and get 8 straight defensive stops. Shoot. Man, Matt Eberflus won't be here long. He'll be back as a head coach if he does that. But I agree with you, Darren Posey, and I don't want them to do that. Tony Nichols said if the Bengals can keep chasing Higgins, Dallas will keep Lamb and Pickens. Irvin and Williams wasn't the same as Irvin and Harper. I agree. The Cowboys took a step back when Alvin Harper, what it was, Alvin Harper wanted the money. Alvin Harper wanted to get it while the getting was good. I wish they could have kept Alvin Harper, man. I think they could have done some more. I think they could have done even more damage. And this is why I don't think Jerry's going to make that mistake again either. I don't think he's going to let George Pickens go because he remembers the drop-off after George Pickens left, even though the Cowboys got another Super Bowl. But he's still going to remember what could have been with Alvin Harper. And he's definitely not going to let him go after seeing some of the things that he's doing. And this man is resembling none other than Randy Moss reincarnating some of the things that he can do. Nah, Jerry ain't letting him go. He's not letting him go. All right, man, without further ado, let's check out this man, CeeDee Lamb. Interested to hear what he has to say.
Quote, look in your eye mean mentally from your way?
I just gotta lock in on my fundamentals, man. It ain't really
quote unquote that look in your eye. Coming off of the struggles you had against the Eagles. Last time you had to look in the eye, week 2, you went for over 100 yards against the Giants. What does the quote unquote look in your eye mean mentally from your way?
I just gotta lock in on my fundamentals, man. It ain't really too much going on as far as catching the ball. It's not really anybody in my way. I'm the only one guarding myself, I feel like. So, yeah, we're gonna fix that.
Now, what did I explain to you in the beginning about wide receivers? What did I just tell you? Again, I'm not telling you I used to play for UCLA. I'm not telling you I've been to college playing football because that wasn't my MO once I got to high school. But I'm telling you I can tell you how to play wide receiver. I can tell you how to do it. Took lessons from a guy that actually did go pro. I can tell you how to do it. And what's going on with CeeDee Lamb? What did I explain to you? As a wide receiver, these things have to become muscle memory. When the ball is in the air, people do not understand what a wide receiver is doing. And this is why when I see like really great wide receivers like CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, again, Jamar Chase, some of these guys we've seen in the past, Michael Irvins. I mean, when you think about, like Randy Moss, the Jerry Rices, when you think about great wide receivers, people take for granted what they are computing in their brains. When that ball is in the air, a wide receiver, especially great ones, the computation that they're doing is incredible. As that ball is in the air, they're computing hand position. Where's the ball going to land? When I catch it, I look it in, tuck it in. And almost instantaneously, as I tuck it in, I'm going to make this move and that move, and then I'm going to go to the crib. All of that computation is going on. All of that computation. And I'm going to tell you what's really incredible. When a wide receiver, in crucial moments, not only is that computation going on, but he also understands the gravity of that catch, the gravity of it, what it means if he catches it and gets the first down, what it means if he catches it. When you see wide receivers do toe drag swag, when you see them just tiptoe in the corner of an end zone, understand that is elite level computation. But it's also fundamental. All of that is fundamental. But only the great ones execute it on the level that we see some of these guys do. Only the great ones do it. Everybody can't do it. We've seen CeeDee Lamb do it. We know CeeDee Lamb can do it. And CeeDee Lamb is telling us clearly, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it. That's all he's telling us. I'm just not doing it. Guess what? And that's okay. And that's okay. You know the problem. Now fix it.
The easiest way to kind of quote unquote get out of your head if you're kind of
Yep.
overthinking.
Just lock in, be myself, do what got me here. I'm in this position for a reason, and I know I'm ready for it.
Do you believe you've been overthinking, or how do you explain it?
It's really just lack of focus on my end. Honestly, just thinking of doing 2 before 1, and there's been plenty of that going on. And by that, I mean I'm thinking about my next move before catching the ball and things of that nature.
What did I just explain? I haven't even seen this interview. I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you that I played at Texas University. I'm not going to tell you that. But I am going to tell you I can teach you how to play wide receiver. And CeeDee Lamb just said to you in simple terms exactly what I explained. He's putting 2 before 1. The computation that goes on with elite level wide receivers, I'm telling you, it's incredible. There's a reason why everybody can't be elite. People can be good. Some people can be great, but not everybody can be elite. The level of computation that goes in the head of an elite wide receiver, I'm telling you, people take it for granted, but it's incredible. And CeeDee Lamb, what has happened to him in these 2 games against the Philadelphia Eagles, for whatever reason, and I think some of this is, remember the other part I mentioned? The gravity. You even got to get that part out of your head. The gravity. No, you got to let it come natural. You got to put in your head, and I'm going to tell you, this is why I love George Pickens right now, because I'm going to tell you what you're seeing with George Pickens, and I've been trying to explain it, but I'm telling you what you're seeing with George Pickens. You are watching a wide receiver who is so confident in himself that the moment is not too big. George Pickens, I'm just telling you where he is. George Pickens is saying right now, I'm bigger than the moment. George Pickens is saying I'm bigger than the moment. That's what George Pickens is saying. We've seen CeeDee Lamb play like that. CeeDee Lamb plays. We've seen him play bigger than the moment. Nah, bro, I am the moment. I'm the moment. So the moment ain't too big. So when this play comes to me, man, I'm so calm. I'm the calm in the storm. This ball comes to me, it's fundamental. In the air, hand position, look it in, tuck it in, make my move, and I'm gone. It's that fundamental. That's what you're watching from George Pickens. That's what you're watching. And what we've been watching with CeeDee Lamb, I still think some of this is coming off of that injury. Lamb hasn't looked the same after coming off that injury. And if you remember in training camp, one of the things that Lamb said, he wanted to be available for his team. He wanted to be healthy the entire season. Guess what happened? He got a high ankle sprain. He missed 3 games. And now I got to get right back acclimated into this thing. And we are at a very crucial time in the season. Every game is a playoff game. Lamb has got to be what Lamb knows that he is. Lamb has always been bigger than the moment. The Lamb has been bigger than the moment. Lately, he's let the moments be bigger than him. And what we're watching with George Pickens, he's bigger than the moment. George Pickens wants these moments, guys. He wants them so bad because he wants to prove to the NFL world. And I love his attitude. He's trying to prove to the NFL world, not only am I worth a contract, not only am I a number 1 wide receiver, George Pickens is telling the NFL world, and I love it. George Pickens is telling the NFL world, I'm the best wide receiver in the game. And even if a wide receiver is not, you're supposed to think you are. So as a man thinking, so is he. So as a man thinking, so is he. You got to be the best man in the game, and this is what this dude is doing. I love it. I love it. For sure. Tony Nichols, he said he wears 88, and the last two 88 still loom large. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's why Jerry wanted him to have that 88. Bro, you are supposed, when you put that 88 on, you say, I'm special. I'm special when I put that 88 on. I'm telling us. We better enjoy what we're seeing from George Pickens. And we ought to be thankful that we got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Thankful. I'd rather have a struggling CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens than to have George Pickens without CeeDee Lamb. Miss me? Shoot, we better get out of our doggone feelings. We can speak the truth on CeeDee Lamb and not want CeeDee Lamb gone. No, we want CeeDee Lamb to be doggone CeeDee Lamb. Stop it. Big Rabowski, what up in this thing, Big Rabowski? Big Rabowski said, don't say mean things about CDG. He's only making $26 million this year. Shoot. Man. Darren Posey, there it is. He's thinking about run after the catch. You can't put the run before the catch. You can't put the run before the catch. You can't. Can't do it, man. Rabowski. He's got a C on his jersey, but he still likes to go out. He still likes to go out to strip clubs the day before the game and miss team meetings the next morning. Man. Cheyenne Maxwell, what up? Julio Jones dropped a bunch. But let me tell you something, Cheyenne Maxwell. We got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. We ought to be thankful that we can still win when we got one of them struggling. And I'm going to just tell you right now, I don't think you're going to see, I just don't think you're going to see George Pickens struggle this year. George Pickens, I'm just telling y'all right now, George Pickens is in a whole different space. We don't even comprehend right now where George Pickens is. That's why I'm telling y'all right now, guys, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you're watching George Pickens do right now, because you might not see this again. Man, we got the perfect storm. We got the combination of a contract year. We got the combination of, I want to prove to this league that I'm a number one wide receiver. I want to prove the Pittsburgh Steelers wrong. I want to prove to everybody I am him. And by the way, we're in a playoff run. We got to win every game. And I want to be the man. Boy, y'all better enjoy this. Shoot. Know what y'all talking about. Boy, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. I'm not finna get upset because somebody say, yeah, man, George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb. I don't think he's better than CeeDee Lamb necessarily, but I can tell you this. George Pickens is playing better than everybody right now. Right now. Ask Lamb, he'll tell you the same thing. I told y'all this, man. People only hear what they want to hear. Did I not tell you? The only person that Lamb is truly mad at is who? Himself.
It's not really much on anybody else but myself, and I've never been the type to really point the finger. But, yeah, it's
Didn't I tell you?
all on me, and I got to handle that.
Were you angry or disappointed in that performance?
It's probably both a little bit.
Say that again.
Were you angry or disappointed in your performance on Sunday?
Disappointed in myself for the most part, obviously, because they called my number more. And at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for. Once I see the ball come my way, is and nobody's harm but mine to catch the ball, you know. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I know me, and I know the player I am. And yeah, I'll be all right.
Shotty said you're
Gene Mortz. Gene Mortz said, I said 2,000 yards first last night. Gene Mortz. Hold me to it, Gene Mortz. If George Pickens gets 2,000 yards, I'm going to get you a George Pickens jersey. And I'm not going to get you the cheap one either. If George Pickens gets 2,000 yards, I'm going to get you an official Dallas Cowboy George Pickens jersey. Book it. If George Pickens becomes GP2K, Gene Mortz, hold me to it. Hold me to it. I am getting you an official George Pickens jersey. Y'all know what them cost. I'm going to get you the real deal like you're going to put some pads on up in this thing. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm just going to tell y'all. The only thing stopping George Pickens from getting 200 yards per game is us. We're the only thing stopping him. I'm just keeping it a beam. I got to tell the truth to stay in the church. I'm telling y'all right now, the only thing stopping George Pickens from getting a 200 plus yard game is us. Because I'm telling you, this dude right now is unguardable. He unguardable. Pickens is unguardable. And I think Dak Prescott is realizing it. Pickens is unguardable, man. The catch radius is incredible. The catch radius is incredible. The ability to go up and get the ball is incredible. And I don't know if you saw the video I did, but Tom Brady said something that was incredible to me. Tom Brady asked Dak Prescott, if you got CeeDee Lamb on the left, George Pickens on the right, which one are you going to? And Dak Prescott said it depends on what the play is. He said, because if George Pickens is running a slant, I'm going to George Pickens. Do we not understand that the slant by a wide receiver, that is one of the most clutch plays in the game? That is what Michael Irvin buttered his bread on. The slant play. The slant play. Michael Irvin will tell you, when you are that wide receiver, Dez Bryant lived off those kind of plays, slant plays. Bro, that's a game changer. Because when you hit that dude on that slant, guess what? He break one tackle, and that dude is in the second. He deep in the secondary. Shoot. The only thing stopping George Pickens from getting 200 yards is us. I promise you they could get it to him. If the Cowboys really wanted to, George Pickens could get, I guarantee you, what we got? The Cowboys got 6 games left. I guarantee you, they could get George Pickens 200 yards plus in 3 of those games. Giants ain't got no answer for George Pickens. Commanders don't have no answer for George Pickens. Man, I'm telling y'all, this dude could easily eclipse 2K.
Healthy as you've been, do you feel?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm back. I'm cool. I'm regular. I'm 100.
What's the significance to you, even though you got a lot of belief in your own ability, to just hear Shotty say, he's one of the best in the league, we're going to throw it to him, the ball's going to 88 a lot against the Chiefs, so be ready.
That's on the Chiefs to stop it. And again, it's on myself to put myself in the best position to get the ball and do what I do with it. And as far as for Shotty, just call my number. I'm always out there. I'm always available for him. For Dak, build that confidence. Let's get to it.
What are those conversations like with Dak when you go through?
Now, I'm telling you now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't like this talk they're doing. And if it don't bother you, it's no problem with me. But it bothers me. I don't like this conversation they're having. Because Brian Schottenheimer, and maybe this could just be gamesmanship, I don't like the fact that Brian Schottenheimer is trying to telegraph to the Kansas City Chiefs, yeah, we going to CeeDee Lamb, and we're going to get CeeDee Lamb going. I'm hoping this gamesmanship. Because I'm going to keep it a beam with you. My priority right now is I want to make the Kansas City Chiefs stop George Pickens. I'm telling y'all now, if we come out in this game and we only give George Pickens 1 target in the first half, and if we get down by 14 points, we're not coming back. I don't believe we're coming back. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm just telling y'all, man, Andy Reid is a master play caller. Oh, and by the way, in case y'all don't know this, the Kansas City Chiefs have the defensive coordinator that not only beat Tom Brady one time, he beat Tom Brady 2 times as the coach of the Giants. Do y'all know that Steve Spagnuolo beat Tom Brady not once but twice with Eli Manning? What? Do what? Eli Manning has to be the best, worst quarterback I've ever seen. I ain't gonna hate too bad on Eli. Eli had his moments. Eli got a Super Bowl before his brother did. But Eli benefited because he had a great team. He had a great defense. What stopped Tom Brady was that defensive line of the New York Giants, and Steve Spagnuolo unleashed them on. Let me tell you something. There is nothing like pressure up the middle on a quarterback. They had pressure up the middle and on the edges. Them boys were bad on defense, man. When I mean bad meaning good, like Run DMC said. Steve Spagnuolo is one of them coaches. Now, Dak Prescott is playing at a level right now. I think Dak can beat up that defense. Especially CeeDee Lamb get back on his game, and I think he will get back on his game. He'll get back on his game. And then you got George Pickens. Shoot, man. Yeah, they're going to be hard to deal with.
Kind of a little stretch like you're going through right
I mean, you just find ways to get better. You want to be solution-oriented and not really much dwell on the problem. Granted, we know the problem. I need to catch the ball. But,
Yes, sir.
Right. But
Yes,
that,
sir.
We'll be fine. When I do catch it, just be ready.
What do you think about the opportunity you guys have created for yourselves here, having won 2 in a row?
What up, Newhouse
It's
fam?
exciting, man. I mean, everything that we planned for coming off the bye, as a team, we're building that unity, we're building that togetherness, that brotherhood, and I feel like we're starting to click. And once we get to continuing to do that as we go on the stretch that we want to, I feel like it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be worth it.
What's the challenge as a team coming off of an emotional high like the one that you guys got in the win over the Eagles, but so quickly to have to turn around and come back down to earth because you have the Chiefs coming in 4 days after that?
Let's see if we could do it again. I mean, it don't matter what day it is. It's about, I think this is part of the professionalism that is not being spoken about. Just playing on Sunday, then having to get your body back right, get the game plan, install, walkthroughs, and then be ready to act it out again on Thursday or on game day. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice challenge. I feel like we've done this countless of times in my career, 6 times maybe. Yeah, I feel like I'm immune to it, just getting the guys ready, getting our bodies back, and being as explosive as we can.
Because it was such an emotional game against the Eagles, and perhaps it took a while for you guys to settle down offensively, do you think it'll be easier to get to that settle down point on Thursday because you just went through that?
Absolutely. I feel like at the beginning of the Eagles games, there was a lot of self-inflicted wounds. And then again, I had a couple of drops at the beginning of the game. So, I mean, those are easy fixes. I feel like those are things that can be very manageable and held to a minimum, you know?
What's it like seeing George right now at back-to-back 140-yard games?
He needs to go get another one.
What did I tell you? I had not even seen this interview. What did I tell you? CeeDee Lamb is not mad at George Pickens. He not jealous of George Pickens. What CeeDee Lamb is mad at is CeeDee Lamb because CeeDee Lamb is saying that George is eating, I want to eat too. Only problem is CeeDee Lamb keep dropping the fork. I love it. CeeDee Lamb ain't blaming nobody but himself. And that's why I told y'all, people hear what they want to hear, but I'm telling you what I said. CeeDee Lamb struggling? Oh, yeah, we can deal with that. CeeDee Lamb dropped some passes? We can deal with that. What we don't want is what CeeDee Lamb did on that sideline. That's what we don't want. They've come too far. They've built too much. They've been through too much together. And I love how Dak Prescott was saying, bro, don't burst at the seams. Hold it together. Hold it together, because I'm going to tell you about this Cowboys team, and I'm going to tell you about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott don't care if CeeDee Lamb drops 9 passes. Dak Prescott will still go to CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee Lamb has to know that. And that's why I tell people, I told my son, I tell wide receivers, short memory. Don't care how many you drop. Short memory. Because the moment you start thinking, your fundamentals are off. Fundamentals are supposed to be muscle memory. This is why you practice. I teach people in church. You have to practice. A lot of people don't understand. You have to practice righteousness. You have to practice doing what's right. You practice it so that when you come in situations where your integrity or your character may be compromised, you don't fall away from what's righteous, because righteousness, you've been practicing it so much that righteousness becomes muscle memory. So rather than lying, you tell the truth. Rather than cursing people out, you keep a cool head. You practice what it is that you want to be great at. And so you got to be careful, because once fundamentals get off in your head, you create your own anxiety. Ooh, man, I dropped a couple of passes. Ooh. And then you get in the huddle and they go, all right, next one coming to you, CeeDee, it's yours. Oh, really? The next one's coming to me? And then you get up there and you really start thinking, okay, what kind of coverage they got? Okay, he's taking away the inside. Okay, he's going to force me inside. Okay, he's going to get the jam. Okay, he's going to let me. I mean, that's not what you're thinking. Because in actuality, when you're in that zone, I'm telling you, man, people don't understand what is being computed in the mind of a receiver that is elite like CeeDee Lamb. Man, you walk up to the line and you're looking at the way the cornerback is lining up. It's automatic. I mean, you just automatically look and go, oh, boom, boom, boom. Okay, he's doing it. Oh, I see what he's going to do. I'm going to make this move, that move, and then I'm going to do this. Bro, people don't understand what's going through these guys' mind. And that is actual muscle memory. And you get something out of whack. If you got to think about your steps, if you got to think about, okay, I'm going to do this. Oh, you're thinking, but it's natural if you understand what I'm saying. Chanel said, gee, I played running back all the way from Pop Warner to college, and I fumbled once in the game, and my coach had to let that stuff go. Facts. And Chanel. And that's what the good coaches do. That's what the good coaches do. They tell you, let it go. I'm coming back to you. Especially when they know who you are. Hey, I'm coming back to you. Get your head together. Get your head together. Hey, you're coming. Because when you're elite like CeeDee Lamb, bro, this dude, and let me tell you what I love about CeeDee Lamb in this whole interview. His demeanor. CeeDee Lamb is saying, and this is the exact response we all should have wanted to see, and I love the response. No big deal. Exactly. No big deal. I'm going to tell you what CeeDee Lamb is doing. CeeDee Lamb is doing the equivalent of what's called repentance. I tell people all the time, you have to teach people about repentance. People think repentance is changing the behavior. Repentance is not changing the behavior. You could be a smoker and you tell yourself, yeah, I'm going to stop smoking tomorrow. Now, I've heard of people doing that, but that don't work for 99% of the people. You have to convince yourself to stop smoking. You have to change your mind. And the way you change your mind is with information. You change your mind with an understanding of what is the consequences if I keep doing this. And when you change your mind, guess what happens? Behavior changes. This is why so many people fail. Because they just say, oh, I'm gung-ho, I'm going to stop doing this. And then they go back to doing what they were doing before. Why? Because they didn't change their mind the right way. And so with CeeDee Lamb, what has happened to him is that the fundamentals have kind of gotten out of whack. Because he wants to make the big play. He's pressing. He wants to make the big play. He's trying to force the big play rather than just making the big play. Big play players, they don't have to force themselves to make big plays. They just make big plays. That's what they do. It comes natural to them because they are fundamentally sound and they are typically physically elite. And it comes natural. But what you and I think comes natural, no, these people are just gifted. They have learned to compute fundamentals in a way where most people have to really focus. It's natural to them. CeeDee Lamb is okay. And I love the demeanor. No big deal. Because that's another thing you have to get in your head. Like Chanel said, let that stuff go. He's already put it in his head. I know everybody's talking. I'm not going to let this be big as a deal as people are making it. I'm not going to make an anthill into a mountain, a molehill into a mountain. I know who I am. I'm one of the best receivers in this game. I'm a top 3 wide receiver, and I'm going to go back to being a top 3 wide receiver. I got it. The only thing, as Darren Posey said, and this is my fear, and I don't like what Brian Schottenheimer's been doing, stop trying to tell the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to go, get ready, we're going to CeeDee Lamb often. It might be gamesmanship. Because I'll be honest with you. If I'm George Pickens, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you're going to feed CeeDee Lamb. I want to hear you say, whoever is open. I want to hear you say, hey, right now, we're going to make them stop George Pickens. We're going to use CeeDee Lamb as a decoy. They're going to be expecting us to try to get CeeDee Lamb in the game. No, we're going to get George Pickens. The first three passing plays, they're going to be George Pickens. We're going to get their attention on George Pickens, and then we're going to come back and tear him up with CeeDee Lamb. And then when they get back on CeeDee Lamb, we're going to tear him up with George Pickens. And then when they get to George Pickens, we're going to tear him up with CeeDee Lamb. We're going to sprinkle in some Jake Ferguson. We're going to sprinkle in some Ryan Flanoy. We're going to sprinkle, hey, you got to be on that type of, because I'm telling you, if you're not on that type of time, it's going to be a long day. Steve Spagnuolo ain't no joke. Henry Williams said, that's 100. G, I can see you played the game. Not even worried about CD. He going to be fine. Exactly. And this is why I like this answer. I like this answer. Oh, Doomsday, I'll get that for you in a moment. I like how he's answering this. Hey, man, I want George Pickens to keep on playing like he's playing. Because George Pickens playing the way he's playing is not the one that's bothering me. It's my play that's bothering me. Shoot, that's what's bothering me. I love how he's handling that. That's how you handle up on that. Ain't nobody stopping him but him. JCT Slice. He said, gee, that's actually not true. Oh, okay, I thought Eli won the Super Bowl before Peyton Manning. I thought he won it before. Okay, he said Peyton Manning won his first. Okay, 2006. Okay, I thought Eli got his Super Bowl first. Eli won in 2007. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I stand corrected. I thought Eli got his first. Nevertheless, Eli didn't get his, though. Eli, even though he did make a crazy catch, what was it, off the guy Tyree, held it on to his helmet. Tyree got that, made that crazy catch, and everybody still can't figure out how he did it. But it was the New York Giants defense that stopped the New England Patriots. It was the New York Giants defense that stopped the New England Patriots. Steve Spagnuolo knows how to coach defense. I appreciate your correction on that, JCT Slice. Appreciate you. Gene Moore said, G, do playoff yards count toward my 2K? Hey, Gene Moore. Man, let me tell you something. Cowboys make the playoffs. I'm going to count the playoffs in there for them 2,000 yards. I'm going to count the playoffs in that thing, man. You better believe I am. James Godley says, CD makes crazy catches. GP makes impossible catches. 2 different ingredients that makes the food taste good. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. James, let me tell you something. I don't know who these folks are that's mad about these. I'm not mad about these discussions. I'm glad we got this issue. Shoo. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. And Jerry already said today, shoo, hey, George Pickens ain't going nowhere. Pickens ain't going nowhere. Derek Rose, he said, gee, what you're saying is so true. As human beings, we vibrate. And we vibrate what we're thinking about. Therefore, if you're thinking about dropping the pass, guess what? We'll drop the pass. Straight facts. Straight facts. That's why you got to get out of your head. And the only thing that's going on with CeeDee Lamb is in his doggone head. It's the only thing that's going wrong with him. He wants to make the big play because he's happy that Pickens is making the big play. And Lamb is saying, I want to make the big play. I want George to make the big play. Then I want to come back and make the big play. Then George to make the big play. That's what he's saying. I ain't mad at him. Hey, I want to eat. I'd be mad at him if he didn't want to eat. Shoot, go, man, you want to eat, go eat. And I told y'all the other day, and CeeDee Lamb is reiterating it. Nobody is stopping CeeDee Lamb but CeeDee Lamb.
Fan of it, man. I'm a fan of it. I've done it. I know he can do it again, and I know he will. And he's doing it with flying colors, man. I'm proud of him.
What are the opportunities and challenges against the Chiefs secondary?
Say that again?
What are the opportunities and challenges of playing against the Chiefs secondary?
The difficulty in the back end. They do a lot of disguising. They're really good at it. Shout out Andy and the D coordinator for
Steve
really
Spagnuolo.
guys in tune. They're not really old, but they you can tell they're very comfortable in that system. And I mean, they do it well. They got a nice DB in Trent. Excited for the matchup, and we're gonna see how that goes.
Does a quick turnaround help after a game like that for you to get back on the field?
This is not even about me, man. It's about us getting this win. I know what I'm gonna do. It's just we just need to.
I love CeeDee Lamb's thought process. This isn't about him. It's about winning the game. And this is why I don't want Brian Schottenheimer with all this talk out here. Yeah, we gonna go to him. Stop all that talk, man. Unless it's gamesmanship. No, man, I'm telling you, the easiest way to get CeeDee Lamb back in this game, make him stop George Pickens. And then vice versa. Because right now, George Pickens seems to be unstoppable. He's unguardable. There is nothing wrong with playing off of George Pickens. He's got the hot hand right now. Make them. And don't just use him as a decoy. No, you go to him. You go to him. You make Kansas City stop George Pickens. And then you got CeeDee Lamb. You got CeeDee Lamb. They got to learn. They have got to learn how to do this. And this is what they have yet to master. They have yet to master to play them in a way to where no team can stop them. I've noticed they've struggled with this. If y'all think about it, the Cowboys have struggled with this. They have struggled with putting teams on their heels by whipping them with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb simultaneously. They have struggled with this. No, whip teams with both of them. Whip them. I'm going to make you stop George Pickens. Oh, you think you got George Pickens? Now I'm going to hit you with CeeDee Lamb. Oh, you think you got CeeDee Lamb? I'm going to hit you with George Pickens. Oh, you think you got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb? I'm going to hit you with Ryan Fnally. I'm going to hit you with Jake Ferguson. I'm going to twist your head off playing us because that's how good we are. I've yet to see Brian Schottenheimer do that. That's what I'm waiting on. Let me tell y'all something about tools. Anybody who works on cars will know what I'm talking about. You can give me all of the mechanic tools you want to fix a car. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm only looking for 2 tools because I don't know nothing about fixing no car. When I look at that car engine, I'm saying, okay, give me a pair of vice grips and give me a wrench. And I'm going in. All I'm going to do is tear that motor up. But a mechanic, let me tell you what a mechanic is. And I know some of y'all out there are probably mechanics. Let me tell you what a mechanic does. A mechanic, he looks at every tool. He looks at the job. He looks at every tool. And he picks the right tools for the job. And he uses every, or she, they use every single tool that you would never think of. I remember getting my uncle, who's a mechanic, to fix my car sometimes. And he would say, okay, your car got this problem right here. I don't have the tool. So I'm not going to charge you for, say, full price for fixing the car. But I'm going to charge you a cheap price, but you're going to have to pay for the tool because there's a certain tool for a certain job. Got to learn how to do that. Got to learn how to do that. We have yet, and I'm telling us, I'm waiting on that day because I'm telling you, when we get to that point, we're going to be unstoppable. We're going to be unstoppable when they get to that point. Unstoppable. But I love CeeDee Lamb's demeanor.
That's it. Cool. Appreciate y'all.
I love CeeDee Lamb's demeanor. And the reason why I love his demeanor is because he's basically saying, yeah, I ain't gonna make no big deal out of this. Not gonna make no big deal out of it. I dropped some passes against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm still me. That's the attitude. Now you just got to go out there and execute. That's all you have to do. Go out there. Derek Posey said, I played wide receiver with my VR Oculus. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Tell you, man. Yeah, Charles Washington. He's going through a slump. Like great baseball players. He's a professional. He'll snap out of it. And Charles Washington, let me tell you why we should be happy. Because we have George Pickens. It is rare that you get 2 wide receivers of this caliber. Because you're rarely going to find 2 wide receivers going through a slump at the same time. So if one of those wide receivers slumps, you still got the other one. Boy, I don't know what's wrong with people. Man, Alpine, this is the problem that I talked about. Alpine said, what is wrong with these players that feel like they have to sway back and forth like a metronome? Can't anyone stand upright and conduct themselves like a professional? Oh, yeah, you talking about what they be going, hey, it's because some of them just not used to speaking in, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying there. Because when Dak Prescott gives an interview, if he's standing up, man, Dak Prescott is just rocking back and forth, back and forth. I know what you're talking about. I like the response of CeeDee Lamb. The only thing now, I think the only thing now we all want to see, we just want to see him put it on the field. That's all we waiting on now. Put it on the field. Our expectations is now we want to see you put it on the field. But I'm also going to add this addendum. Just don't force it to him. That's all I ask of the Cowboys. Don't force the ball. Don't force it. Do not force this ball, because I'm telling you now, Steve Spagnuolo is too smart for this. We have got to learn how to get teams off kilter. And we are too talented. And sometimes, I don't know if people sometimes, every coach is not like, there are 3 coaches in this league. And y'all might know some more. Y'all can throw some more in the chat. But there are 3 coaches in this league that I know unequivocally that if I were to give them this Dallas Cowboys offense, and I'm not poo-pooing on Brian Schottenheimer, even though I think he needs to call better games, there are 3 coaches right now that if you were to give them these weapons the Cowboys have, they would literally win the Super Bowl this year. With mediocre defenses, they would win the Super Bowl this year. And I bet you, you know what? Uh-oh. You know what time I think it is? I think it is time to give away another Dallas Cowboy top. I think it is time to give away another Dallas Cowboy top. Y'all tell me what y'all think. It's time to give away another Dallas Cowboy top. I got a question for y'all. Y'all name me. And I'm going to give y'all time to catch up. Y'all name me the 3 coaches that are in my mind. So you know you got to guess. There are 3 coaches I have in my mind right now that if they had this Dallas Cowboys offense, they would win the Super Bowl this year. I want you to name me those 3 head coaches. And whoever gets those 3 head coaches, you will be getting a Dallas Cowboy top. And I'm going to show you the top. Let me show you the top that I'm going to get. I don't do raffles when I do giveaways. I'm just going to give it away. Let's see here. Let me show you the top. And let me make sure they're not out of it. They might be out of this top because this thing was super, super nice. Let me see here. Let me go back. They might be out of this top, so I'm going to pick another one. All right, I think they're out of this top, but I'm gonna pick this top. Dominique Pittman already got this top. Him and Poopy D, they got this top coming in the mail. If you could tell me the 3 coaches that are in my mind, you're gonna have to guess. If they had this Cowboys offense, they'd win the Super Bowl this year. You are going to receive this top right here. Well, I was trying to put it up on the... Let me try it again. Load, load, load. Okay. If it won't load, I'll show you on another screen. All right. Let me show you on another screen here. Let me show you the top that you are going to win. And then we're going to get right back into this thing. All right. By now, I'm pretty sure y'all putting in coaches. And I'm pretty sure somebody's going to get this real quick because this should be an easy guess. Easy guess. Let me show you the top that I'm going to get for you. This is the top, and I think this top is so dope. I got it. Showing my age, saying dope. Showing my age, Darren Posey. This is the top I'm gonna get you. Quarter zip. Quarter zip is what I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you this top right here. This thing is clean. Cleansed up in this thing, man. I'm gonna get you this top. If you could tell me the 3 coaches that if they had this Dallas Cowboys offense, they would win the Super Bowl this year. Y'all tell me down in the comments. All right. Yeah. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. All right. I like that interview with CeeDee Lamb. I like that interview. All right. Let's check out a little bit of this interview by Jerry Jones. And then we're going to listen to Brian Schottenheimer. May not listen to all. Let's see here. Dak Prescott. Well, you know what? We're going to save Dak Prescott for tomorrow. We'll save Dak Prescott for tomorrow because we're going to give our Chiefs. We're going to do our Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys preview. Excuse me. We're going to do that tomorrow. Got a big time show coming up tomorrow, putting together a lot of stats and things of that nature. So let's go over here to Jerry Jones. Let's go over here to Jerry. Wait a minute, I think I got this pulled up. Hold on a second. All right, I already got this pulled up. Okay.
And Jerry is brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. I said yesterday was the second most exciting regular season game that I've covered with you for 15 years. Regular season game. The first, Seattle on the road. I think Jerry, after the game, said he'll remember this one as a final one to the very end of his days. Good morning, Jerry Jones. Did I get that right about remembering that Eagle comeback?
You nailed it, and I meant it. It was such an important win for us, and to have done it in the manner we did it is particularly memorable. But just as important, we needed it. They're an outstanding team. We all know that. They came in as number 1 in the league and the Super Bowl champion. We played them well. I watched the entire game again Saturday night, and looked at every aspect of the game and thought we had a great chance to win that first game in Philadelphia. But bottom line is, to come back like we did is something that you can, I know it's a cliche, but it really is meat on the bone on building with it.
Jerry, 8 straight.
Big Rumbowski, man, you about like me. Big Rumbowski said, he said the only jersey I'll wear with another man's name on my back is my Polk High number 33 jersey. Yeah, I don't fault anybody for wearing them. I just don't wear jerseys. Yeah, I just don't wear jerseys. But hey, people like them. I bought my wife. She loves them. So Elder, he said, gee, why are we still talking about our 2 good wide receivers? Man, shoot. I'm telling you, I love these 2 wide receivers, man. I love what we are working with, and I want Brian Schottenheimer to learn how to work with them better. Chris DeVault, he said, I like having both wide receivers. Me too. CeeDee and GP, best wide receiver duo, hands down. I agree. Yeah, man. Hey, Bass. Boy, I'll never forget. Hey, man. Boy, he retired Brady. I love it. I love he retired Brady, boy. That joker retired Brady. That may be why Brady be shunning. I think Brady be low-key shunning Dak Prescott sometime, man. Everybody know Dak Prescott probably should have got the player of the game in that last game, man. But you know, I think Tom Brady be kind of shunning Dak Prescott every now and then. Boy, that Tom Brady, I'm telling you, Tom Brady still to this day. What's the dude that won the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles against Nick Foles? Man, this dude, Tom Brady, is so vindictive. This man still hasn't shaken Nick Foles' hand, man. Man, this dude is sick because Nick Foles beat him in a Super Bowl. All right, I'm going to get down here some. I'm going to see if y'all are Have y'all got it in yet? Big Al, what up? He said, brother, where you get that cowboy sweatshirt you have on? Big Al, I got this from Fashion Nova. A lot of people don't realize, man, Fashion Nova has some great NFL wear. They're out of this one. They're out of this one. At least I think they are. They're out of this one. But I got that quarter zip. Katharina Kiss, what's going on? Hey, man, Big Rombowski. Boy, let me tell you something. I've never been a smoker. But, man, back in the day, whoo, them cigars. I don't smoke cigars no more, but I'm going to tell you something, boy. Cigars are a different experience, man. They are a different experience. I don't smoke cigars no more, but, man, I know where you at, brother. I know where you at. All right. I'm going to get down here. Somebody, I want to see the 3 coaches for a Dallas Cowboy top, quota zip. I want to see, can you tell me the 3 coaches in my mind? You're going to have to guess. The 3 coaches in my mind that if they had this Cowboys offense, they would win a Super Bowl this year. They would win a Super Bowl this year. I'm going to play some more Jerry, and I'm going to get down to the comments.
Defensive stops with this new personnel and whatever adjustments you all have made. What word or description would you apply to your defense right now?
Well, I'd say this, to come back from a 21-point deficit against a team of that stature, that performance was phenomenal, and it's there to be had. Certainly, we're playing better. Not the new players, but the players that have been here. We're playing much better than we were playing earlier part of the year. We understand what it means to, not that we didn't, but we're executing in a way that it means to rely on each other and know that the other guy's going to do his job right, you do your job right, and we'll make the plays. But to basically do it under those circumstances with your back to the wall was real impressive and real productive for the rest of the year. But we've made some changes in personnel, obviously, and those were for short term as well as long term, and that was very unique to be able to get to make those on that basis. But every change we've made, that's a long-term spot sitting there with that player in it, and so that's even more exciting to know we've got this makeup of our roster with us for long to come.
Jerry Jones.
Let me tell y'all something. When I have listened to this interview, I'm going to tell y'all something. Jerry Jones told me one thing in that answer right there. Jerry Jones told me, and I told y'all prepare yourselves for this a few weeks ago, especially when they went and got Quentin Williams. I'm telling y'all right now, Matt Eberflus is going nowhere. Jerry Jones just told y'all Matt Eberflus is going nowhere. He's going nowhere. The Cowboys have seen a glimpse of what Matt Eberflus' scheme looks like with players. And the only thing they're going to do is they're going to go get him more players. And when they get Matt Eberflus more players, I got news for you. Next year, book it. The Cowboys will be a top 10 defense. The Cowboys will be a top 10 defense with Matt Eberflus. They absolutely will. They will be a top 10 defense. Book it. Top 10 defense. Absolutely. Jerry Jones told us that in one answer. Let me read a couple of comments and we're going to get back to Jerry. I like something that Ron Hanna said. Ron Hanna said, man, G, once they figure out how to use both at the same time, ain't a team in the league that can beat us if we got both of them cooking at the same time. Ron Hanna, this is what we have not mastered yet. Schottenheimer has yet to master. It's his first year. It's not his first year calling plays. But let me tell you something. This is why I'm telling us. Man, it's one thing to have the tools. It's another thing to know how to use them. Man, you can have all the tools in the world. If you don't know how to use them, the first thing you're going to grab is a hammer. That's the first thing you're going to grab. It's not even a tool for the job. But if you don't know how to use the tools, man, you'll mess up the job every single time. James Bowie said, yeah, I'm with you. James Bowie said Shotty isn't getting Ryan Flanor more involved. Let me tell you something. If they were to put Ryan Flanor in that offense and stop rolling with Turpin, shoot, man, this offense would be unstoppable with Ryan Flanor, George Pickens, and CeeDee Lamb. It's unstoppable. I said it 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I keep reiterating it. Kevontae Turpin has not been good for the Cowboys in the third wide receiver spot. And I'm telling you why they're doing this. They're playing him because they're paying him. They're playing Kevontae Turpin more because they're paying him. And I don't understand Brian Schottenheimer. He don't want to play Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue has world-class speed. But he's saying that he wants to play Kevontae Turpin because he has world-class speed, but he's not putting Kevontae Turpin in position to use the world-class speed. Make it make sense. It's not making sense. The Cowboys need a home run hitter on offense. They need a person that can get the ball in their hands, and if you mess around and get them in space, nobody can catch them. They have 2 of those players. One is Turpin. The other one is Blue. And if I want to line up a doggone running back in the backfield in the I formation, it's definitely not going to be Kevontae Turpin. I wouldn't even do it for Jaden. I wouldn't even do it for Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue would be my jet sweep. Jaden Blue would be my screens. I would line Jaden Blue up in the slot position. I'm not going to play Jaden Blue the way I'm playing Javonte Williams. I don't know, man. I'm struggling with him. I'm struggling with Brian Schottenheimer with this thing with Jaden Blue. I'm struggling with this because Kevontae Turpin, he's been a liability to the Cowboys. I said this a couple of weeks ago, and Robowski said he wasn't a liability. Well, he was a liability this year. I mean, he was a liability in the last game. All right, I got some answers in here. Hold on. Let me make sure. I got some answers. Let me go back. It looks like somebody's already got it. Hold on. Let me go back. Make sure I'm not missing somebody. Looks like somebody's got the answer. What up, Marco Williams? Let me see. Hold on. Let me play some more Jerry Jones, but I think somebody got the answer.
Joining us here on 105.3 The Fan. Jerry, we all knew when you made the trade for Quinnen Williams, like, okay, you're getting a game wrecker. You're getting one of the best players in the NFL here at his position. I guess the thing that maybe we knew, but we've still been kind of surprised by how much it's had an impact is it feels like Quinnen Williams is making a big difference for other players as well. Like you're seeing Oso Odigizua making big plays and guys contributing at a level they weren't earlier in the season. Do you think that that's one of the bigger benefits of having Quinnen is just the impact he has on other guys with the defense?
Absolutely. He was known as a player that makes everybody better around him. He was known for that. And now, that not only takes a very, very exceptionally productive player, but it takes one that's got the right mental attitude about we and about upholding each of our responsibility to each other as teammates. And I know this is a little theoretical this morning, but he is the poster child of that. We really had our eye on him. His coach is with us now that he headed to Jets, and so we had our eye on this in training camp and just couldn't get it done. And so when the opportunity came up to get him, and the opportunity to not only get him now but in the future is just too much, a proven player of his stature. You don't come along very often.
Well, he's loving you right now. He was quoted the other day. He's one of the best owners I've had, so every time I see him, we always laugh. He always gives me positive reinforcement. It's amazing to have an owner like that. So he's a big Jerry Jones fan early on. And Jerry, on Friday, I was cracking up in the car listening to you on KNC tell some classic stories. So RJ told a classic story yesterday due to his George Pickens love that we wanted to relay to you and see what you thought.
I don't like this story.
It's not offensive line, and they're playing to that level and can play at a higher level. So I like what we see on that side of the ball. And, of course, after what we did Sunday, you've got to get excited about what we're doing on defense.
Matt Eberflus is going nowhere.
Philosophically, you know, because we do have two number one receivers here. And if it got to it where the money came out and he was demanding and commanding more money than CeeDee, would you feel comfortable with the dynamic of maybe him making more money than CeeDee, given that CeeDee's been here, it's his wide receiver room, et cetera?
Listen, there's nothing that we can do. I know it's fun, but there's nothing that we can gain from speculating and conjecture. The bottom line is that we're in good shape. We've built a trade so that we could have potentially our options. And, of course, frankly, he's lived and is playing better than we could have even anticipated, and he's an outstanding, let me emphasize this again, outstanding teammate. And, you know, he brings energy to the team even when he's not making some of those great receptions. So, bottom line, it's working, and it's propitious to have it here right at this time, and what we're trying to do with Dak and how we're trying to maximize having him.
Jerry Jones right here on the Fan. What else is there left to say about his game? We all knew that he could be the best in the ball, in the air adjuster in the league. Just chunk it up to him, and we've seen that this year. Then the run after the catch. Then the theatrics and clutch as well, Jerry. What else is there left to say about what he is doing? Arguably the best receiver in football right now.
Have I not been saying this? People don't understand what right now means. Now, I'm from the hood. Right now means right now. Nobody's talking about Pickens' body of work. This is why I say people got to get out of their feelings. I explained this in the beginning. No one's saying that Pickens' body of work is better than CeeDee Lamb. But right now, this isn't about CeeDee Lamb, and we got to stop robbing George Pickens trying to protect the ego of CeeDee Lamb when you don't have to protect the ego of CeeDee Lamb. You're protecting your own ego. If you ask CeeDee Lamb right now, CeeDee Lamb, who's the best wide receiver in the game? Lamb will tell you George Pickens. I guarantee you CeeDee Lamb will tell you right now. George Pickens is the best wide receiver in the game right now. That doesn't denigrate CeeDee Lamb. That does not denigrate. Does not degrade. It's not an insult to CeeDee Lamb. Right now, George Pickens is on a mission. This man is out to prove the entire league. Y'all were wrong about me. Pittsburgh, you were wrong about me. I'm the best in the game. That's all he's trying to prove. This man has found a way, and you have to do this sometimes. When you're elite and you know you're in the zone and nobody can guard you. Michael Jordan was unguardable. Michael Jordan would make up stuff about other teams to put himself in that zone. He already in the zone. He already got the skill. Jordan would make stuff up to put himself even more in the zone. George Pickens has so many incentives right now to be playing out of his mind. Shoot, put you on a contract year. Let somebody tell you that nobody wanted you on their team. Let somebody start telling you some of the things that were being said about George Pickens. And with his skill set, shoot, you be doing the same thing too. George Pickens right now is the best wide receiver in the game. Jackson Smith is the only one that could argue against me. And I'm gonna give him his respect. Jackson Smith and his followers are the only ones who can debate me. Because Jackson Smith is balling. And statistically, he's better. Statistically, he has more yards, more catches. George Pickens has more touchdowns. But I give George Pickens credit because George Pickens is doing this with CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, George Pickens is the best receiver in the game right now. It's not even a problem. The dude is just doing his thing, man. I'm glad we can have this. I'm glad we can say right now. Could be different in the next 4 games. Next 4 games, he might not be the best receiver in the game. But right now, he's the best receiver in the game.
I have to get into the specific skill that he has, or his whether it's mental, whether it's competitiveness, but his ability to go get the ball, compete with the receiver. His ability to, if you will, high point the ball with his entire body is unique, because he does that on the run. He does that in full stride, and that's unique, and that's very, very challenging for a defender. And by the way, makes a good target.
Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones joining us here on 105 through the Fan. Jerry, coming off of the Monday night game, CeeDee Lamb obviously missed the first series due to
Rumbowski, you know I'm laughing at you, don't you? Man, this dude, Rumbowski said Jim Thorpe, George Hallis, and John Patio Flynn. Oh, man. Boy, you got me rolling up in here, man. Oh, man, you got me rolling in here, boy. Man. All right. Let me announce the winner of the Cowboys Quarter Zip. Let me announce the winner of the Cowboys Quarter Zip. I look back on it, and the winner of the Cowboys Quarter Zip is J-Tex made. Yep. Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, and Andy Reid. With what we have on offense, those are the 3 coaches right now. I believe they would win a Super Bowl this year with that Cowboys offense. I do. This year. Congratulations, J-Tex made. I've already put in the chat, I put the email address in there. Send me your information. Let me put it in there one more time. All right, Big Al. He said, brother, where you get that? Oh, yeah, you already, yeah, that was Fashion Nova. I'm sorry. Got that one already. Appreciate you. Marco! Appreciate that $5 super chat. Marco, bro, this defense ain't give up 60 yards yet on the ground. Yeah. We're gonna dive deep into that tomorrow. Because this is going to be a very strategic game between these two teams. And the reason why I say that, because both of these teams really need to, they both probably need to come in with the same game plan. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys defense, I know what my game plan is. It's simple. And I know this sounds crazy, but you better make Patrick Mahomes one-dimensional. That's hard to do, but you better make him one-dimensional. Take the run game away from him. Take the run game away from him. Because I'm going to tell you now, if you give him a run game and let him throw the ball, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Make him one-dimensional. Make him one-dimensional. If you can, take the run away from Patrick Mahomes. Take the run away. Take the run away. You have to take the run away. That's all you can do. Yeah, Chanel, I saw you put that in there. Unfortunately, J-Tex was in front of you. Yeah, unfortunately, we them boys, J-Tex beat y'all. I'm looking back in the chat, and he hit it right. He hit it before y'all did. Yep, J-Tex made from what he hit it before y'all did. All right. Let's listen to a few more from Jerry Jones. But Jerry Jones he's sending us some signals. They're not letting George Pickens get out of Dallas.
Some discipline issues. Then on Sunday, he had a number of drops against the Philadelphia Eagles. How comfortable are you that CeeDee Lamb is locked in down the stretch?
Oh, I'm fine with him in any aspect.
Let me read this one from Marco, then we're going to keep going. Marco said if we had a real number 3 wide receiver, we'd be really good. Marco, we got the wide receiver. We won't use him. Has anybody not noticed that every time Ryan Flanoy gets into the game with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, great things happen? Great things happen. They have got to get, they're not using I'm just telling you, I said this before, they're not maximizing the speed they have. I don't care what anyone says, man, speed kills. Yeah, you can stop speed. But the problem is when you get speed in space, it's hard to stop. Because once that speed gets going, most people in this league are not catching a 4.28. You're not catching, I promise you, you're not catching Jaden Blue. You're not catching Jaden Blue if he gets in front of you. You're not catching Kavontae Turpin if he gets in front of you. You might as well stop running. You're not catching him. Bottom line. You're not catching him. We need a home run hitter. We really do. We need a home run hitter. We need somebody that is a threat that when they get the ball in their hands, they can take it all the way to the crib. We need that player. What's going on, Nisi? Nisi said, I say 3 coaches right now that would want this offense to win Super Bowls are Reed, Tomlinson, and Carroll. Yeah. Andy Reid for sure. Tomlinson, I'm struggling. But Tomlinson does need he needs a real offensive coordinator. I just don't think he's had a real offensive coordinator. Pete Carroll, yeah, I can see him doing something, especially if you like to run the ball. But these 3 coaches that I'm talking about, McVay, Shanahan, Andy Reid. The reason why I choose those 3, they're very creative. They know how to use watching Sean McVay. I mean, not Sean. Do y'all realize Kyle Shanahan? I want us to let this sink in. Kyle Shanahan went to the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy? What? Kyle Shanahan went to the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. You want to hear something even crazier? Kyle Shanahan went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy GQ Garoppolo? What? What? Man, this dude, Kyle Shanahan is a magician. I don't know too many coaches in this league. Even with the players they had around Brock Purdy, could have went to a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. The only thing that's been stopping Kyle Shanahan from winning the Super Bowl is the quarterback. Because when you get to that level, the quarterback can be the difference. The quarterback can be the difference. Especially when you're going against Patrick Mahomes. And some of the players that Patrick Mahomes had on offense. That is tough. This dude, Kyle Shanahan, I want y'all to let that sink in. This man took Brock Purdy and Jimmy GQ Garoppolo. What? That man is a master play caller, man. That man is a master play caller. There are not many people that can claim that. There are not many people that can claim that. I mean, Andy Reid been a master play caller for a long time, but he needed that quarterback. He needed Patrick Mahomes to really get him over that hump. Patrick Mahomes got him over that hump. That quarterback can literally be the difference. He was a difference.
He's proven, was proven when he got here with his great career at Oklahoma, but he's proven with what he's done since he's been here. And certainly he's the first one to be frustrated over those drops that we're alluding to. But if there's ever been a player that you can look at the whole package and you can look at, go past those drops real easy when you look at what he's done and then you look at what he is. I don't know if you noticed it, but I saw him really competing there as we were in that second half Sunday. I saw it looked like to the eyes you could just see his motor go up. Now he can catch a football, make no mistake about it, so we're not going to worry about that.
Do you think he's pressing at all?
No, I just think that he's had those drops. Everybody has them. These are certainly in the spotlight. But of all of the rationale that you could use, worrying about him as we look ahead, worrying about him and his hands and possessing the ball and those kinds of things, I think that's wouldn't spend a lot of time worrying about that. He can do it.
Jerry, has it come to a point where you feel like you may have like a little side conversation just to kind of let him know you all still believe, or that's not necessary?
Well, he has, of course, we've over the years have had good communication, really good relationship. And the only time it got tight at all was when we were negotiating 2 years ago. And so the reason we have where we are is because of what we believe in him as a competitor and as a leader. And it's really, they're a great combo.
Jerry Jones joining us here, 105.3 The Fan. Jerry, Cavante Turpin, he's got tons of explosiveness, the speed, you could see it pop on that slant. Where are we with him? He's been a little bit disappointing this year. Are you I don't want to say disappointed in what he is doing, but where are we with Turpin?
Oh, I like, and I'm.
Yeah. Turpin, I said this before. I don't know if I said it before anybody. I'm just telling, because I'll be honest with you, I don't really listen to people no more like I used to now that I do content creation. I just don't be able to listen to people like I used to. Cavante Turpin has not been what the Cowboys. He just hasn't been what the Cowboys. I don't think he's what Brian Schottenheimer is envisioning. And Brian Schottenheimer doesn't seem to be using him right. Because I still say you should not be using him as a traditional wide receiver. It don't make sense to me. It does not make sense to be using him as a traditional wide receiver. As a traditional wide receiver, he may be faster than Fnally, but he's not a better receiver than Fnally. He may be faster than Jonathan Mingo. I don't think he's a better wide receiver than Mingo. He may be faster than Jalen Tolbert. I don't even think he's a better third receiver than Jalen Tolbert. They can tell me anything they want to, and yep, I can believe that Brian Schottenheimer wants him out there, but a part of me tells me that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones wants Cavante Turpin to be out there because they're paying him more money, and they don't want a high-paid kick returner. They want him contributing on offense.
From the get-go, I knew as we entered this year that Shotty was really one of Turpin's main supporters. And his burst, his speed, he gives it to you. And you also have a tendency to say, boy, he's a little small to be carrying it up through there. It looks like the ball could get separated from him pretty easy. If you didn't have all those kick returns, and if you didn't see him run and get some of the biggest collisions you can have on those kickoff returns, then you might.
All right,
be,
Darren Posey, we'll make sure I'll deal with those sounds of the sideline.
He gets to high speed immediately, and so the collisions are going to seem like they're good. I mean, not good, but they're significant. And because he's got the size he's got, then you're concerned about the ball. On the other hand, look at what you get with that speed and that acceleration. And he's really, when you look at the makeup of him with those two receivers we've got, as well as what we've got with our tight ends, now you've got a good arsenal there.
See, I can agree with what Jerry is saying, but I don't agree because we haven't seen it. The play that Dak Prescott got to Cavonte Turpin last week was an off-script play. It was off-script. Dak Prescott directed Cavonte Turpin, got him the ball in space, and Cavonte Turpin did what Cavonte Turpin does in space. But when you start talking about Cavonte Turpin running, come on, man, crossing routes, come on, comebacks, outs, come on, man, he's not a traditional third wide receiver. The Cowboys are hurting themselves. They're hurting themselves. Angie the Rebel Chicks. What up, Angie? Big Rob Baskin said Newt Rockney, Bear Bryant, and Woody Hayes. Boy, you got me rolling up in here, man. Boy, you got me rolling. Chanel, I've been saying this, man. Shotty is not using Turpin right. Shotty is not using Turpin right. And again, man, Shotty got to get a little bit more creative. All right, Albert Donaldson, see you on the next go-around. We'll be back tomorrow at around 3 o'clock, I believe. He's not using them right. I really want Shotty's play calling to get, because, man, it's amazing to me that he's the one that added the wrinkles in 2023. And I thought he was going to be very flexible and looking at what's working in the league and doing, man, he's not doing it. Yeah, Kippy, it's very bland. It's very bland. Yeah, no to run into. Angie said Turp need to just punt return. He's not even doing that right. Yeah. He's not playing. Turpin is not. And I know they got visions of sugar plums dancing in their head, but I also believe a part of this is they paid him and now they're saying you got to play him.
Jerry, a couple of fourth down decisions that in this game. One on the first drive, a 4th and 3 at midfield, and then obviously the 4th and 1 in a tie game. What was your thought in the moment on the decision to go for both of them?
Well, I'd like to have it back on both of them, and always do when they don't work. On the other hand, it speaks so well of where we are to be able to make a call like that and live to tell about it. And so that's exactly how I look at it. You'll have some of those go for you, some of those that do work, that are meaningful. And so I, like everybody else, and I'm sure everybody involved.
Defense bailed him. Bottom line, defense bailed him.
I would have said you.
Defense bailed him. Big plays by Dak Prescott. Big plays by George Pickens. Big play by CeeDee Lamb. Big interference on CeeDee Lamb. They bailed him. They absolutely bailed him.
No, I'd like to have that one back. And
Angie, you was at the game. Angie, I bet you lost your mind when Turk fumbled that ball. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield and tripped. And Angie, the way he fumbled it is crazy to me. In the backfield Nonsense. Get that dude out of there at the running back position. Angie said, I felt something was going to go wrong because the play before that, we got lucky. Angie, let me tell you. Defense, I didn't think I'd better say it. I did not think I'd better say it in 2025. Defense, special teams, bailed them. Bailed them. Facts. Straight up facts. Mr. Humble Dust, what up? He said, I think Shotty did that the last game. Dak was hitting everybody. CeeDee just had a couple of issues. He's all good now, though. Yeah, CeeDee gonna be fine. CeeDee gonna be fine. Just got to get out of his own head. I said that yesterday. Just get out of his own head. C-Bay said, maybe so mad he ran into his own man like, Turp! Dude! Eddie said, tripped over his own feet. I just don't think they should be playing him at the third wide receiver spot. They're giving him too many snaps. I don't think there's a problem with him playing some third wide receiver. But I'll tell you this. If Kevontae Turpin is on the field for me, every time he's out there, I'm going to make sure I do some kind of fake to him. I'll fake a jet sweep to Kevontae Turpin. I'll fake a jet sweep. Let him run around, sneak out of the backfield, hit him in space. I'll line him up in the backfield. I'll fake a pitch to Kevontae Turpin. I'll do all kinds of things. I'll put him in motion. I'll make the defense pay attention to him. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not giving Kevontae Turpin 30 snaps at the third wide receiver spot. That's crazy to me. Ryan Flanoy makes this offense even more unstoppable because Ryan Flanoy can play. He can play. There is no doubt about it. He can play.
To get field position. But I think, to me, that says everything about how great a job Brian is doing, because he is not only head coaching, but he's also the busiest guy in town as the coordinator. But he's got confidence in what he's trying to do, and the team knows he's got confidence. Now, the team saw him go for it, and they knew what was on the line, and they knew what was on the line for him.
Thanks, Marquietos.
And so that emboldens their ability to compete, in my view, even when you miss those decisions. Look at the kind of thing that appears from afar of what happens when the coach over there at Detroit goes for it. And he went for it 3 times out here a couple of years ago and didn't make any of them. But it gives confidence to the team that your coach has that kind of confidence in you.
Jerry,
Now, you know what? I'm struggling with Jerry on this. Because one thing about football players, they got common sense too. They have common sense too. I struggle with its confidence in the team when you're going for it on 4th down. But players got to be thinking it too. Take the points. Take the points. The players got to be thinking this too. Take the points. Because if your defense is truly playing that good, you really want to take the points. Because I'm going to take the points and I'm going to say, rather than me saying, okay, if we don't get this, we're going to pin them deep in their own territory, and then our defense will get the stop. If I'm on defense, I'm going to say, how about you take the points? And then we kick the ball to them, and we get the stop with the points. I don't want to get the stop without the points. Get the points. You got to get the points, man, especially when you start playing some of these teams like Kansas City and the Lions. These 2 games are crucial because I'm telling y'all, and we're going to cover this. We're going to skip over Brian Schottenheimer. We may come back to him. We're going to come back at Boy. Angie said Shotty been sus. Marquietos. He said if Dallas will come out on the 4 wide receiver set more often, I see nobody covering or stopping us. I can see that too. Yeah, Marco said Turpin thought he was Emmitt Smith.
You guys are a couple days out from this game against the Chiefs now, obviously with a Thursday. So some of the injuries feel a little bit more pressing. Tyler Guyton and George Pickens both listed as non-participants yesterday. It was a projection, but how do you feel about their availability for Thursday?
Probably feel better about George Pickens than I do Guyton, but we'll see how it goes. But this is always a challenge. Is really between the time we play the Sunday game and the time we play on Thanksgiving Day. There's only time to, frankly, get loosened up, get zeroed in on the game plan for the team you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, in this case, Kansas City. So this is always a tight fit relative to getting over the really the iffy type availability issues. This is the hardest week of all between Sunday when you play and Thanksgiving Day. But we're used to it.
And then another injury that popped up on there, Osa Odigizua, who's played really well since Quinnen Williams got here. He was listed as out with an elbow injury. What's his status heading into Thursday, do you think?
Well, let's see what Thursday brings, and that's what you have here. When you hear we'll make a game day decision, when you play on Thursday after playing on Sunday, that is what you're doing, is you're making a decision there with 10 minutes ago you didn't know for sure. But you have to be ready for that on this game when you play it like this.
Jerry Jones here on Sean and RJ. Set us up. Thursday, Chiefs, Arlington, Thanksgiving, Salvation Army. What prediction? Tell Jerry the ratings prediction you made.
I think this is going to be the highest, most watched non-Super Bowl in NFL history.
Set us up for it.
Well, number one, there's no question that your team, the Cowboys, have a lot of interest at this time. And there's no question that the story of Kansas City Chiefs this year is really interesting and would have me watching it no matter what part of it I'm involved in. So this is what you dream of when you think of a matchup relative to Thanksgiving Day. As we know, there will be maybe as many as, it could be as many as 70, 80 million people watching. They'll see what they measure, but still that kind of audience is out there. And it's a unique time. We've got fans that normally may not watch an NFL football game. But, you know, I spend a lot of time getting these Cowboys out. I'll put the Cowboys in a poodle magazine. I'll put them in any house organ. I'll put them in any house organ that is moving out there. And, of course, you say, well, maybe you don't have that many fans over in that area. But when they do catch a look, then they're positive about the Cowboys because they saw it in their point of interest. That's the way you do it. And so on Thanksgiving Day, you've got a huge amount of that audience that doesn't watch games most of the time. So a lot of them will be Cowboy fans, not like that.
Jerry, do you think you're better at marketing or business?
Well, I may never play another game. Just really, candidly. And say, well, maybe safeties have a little bit, and I know I sound condescending when I say it. That's a shame because what Darren meant to this team for years and years and years, what he meant to the NFL and how he represented the game.
I believe Darren Woodson will make the Hall of Fame this year. It was a travesty he didn't make it last year. I mean, that guy from the Eagles they let in before Darren Woodson, absolute travesty. NFL, man, you could tell they got something against the Cowboys. There is no universe where this man is supposed to make the Super Bowl, make the Hall of Fame before one Darren Woodson. Let me read this super chat from my man, Ronnie Dub. Ronnie Dub said, Eagles may lose versus Bears and Bills if we can hold what we got. Now, Ronnie Dub, the problem is, we're going to look at that in just a moment, man. We're going to end this show. We're going to end this show with some bangers. We are going to skip over Brian Schottenheimer. I do believe if you heard Brian Schottenheimer once, you've heard him a million times. We may come back tomorrow and listen to what Brian Schottenheimer said If he don't give another press conference tomorrow, we'll cover some of that. We'll cover what he said today. I'll listen to it, and I'll just pull out the highlights. But I want to switch over just for a moment. So before we get to the road to the playoffs, Darren Posey said right now up on DallasCowboys.com, we have the, I think they called it the sounds of the game, sound of the sidelines or something like that. Has anybody else watched does anybody else watch that? I saw it for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and it's pretty interesting. Let's see how long it is today. Let's see. Sounds from the sidelines. Let's see, where is it? Let's see. Yeah, Angie, you're making a point, and I said this kind of early on too. Brian Schottenheimer, I really thought his play calling would be better too. I really thought his play calling was going to be better, but his play calling has not been good. It was great the first 6 games, but since then, it's kind of been meh. And he's really been benefiting from some great plays by Dak, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. He's really been benefiting from that. Because I'll be honest with you, his passing game to me hasn't really been all. His passing game to me has been more Dak Prescott than Shotty just. I mean, again, where are the deep crosses? Where are the deep crosses? Where's CeeDee and George Pickens on the same side? Where's the motion to get those guys open more often than not? Where's the creativity with George Pickens? Where's the creativity even with Jake Ferguson? Just hadn't seen it. So what he's really winning on, especially in those first few, it's not like we won a lot, but what those stats were was Dak Prescott playing at a high level. And I've told you this before. Great players can make simple plays look good. There are some great players that have literally gotten OCs elevated to coaches in this league when they really were not deserving of it. So we're going to see how he calls this game against Kansas City, because he's going to have to get in his bag. Because I can tell you now, you're not coming out vanilla against Steve Spagnuolo. No, you're going to have to get in your bag. All right, let's listen to real fast. Let's listen to sounds from the sidelines, and then we're going to get into our road to the playoffs. And then, man, I'm going to end this on one of the funniest things I have seen as it applies to the doggone Philadelphia Eagles getting beat by the Cowboys. Boy, I was laughing so hard I didn't know what to do. All right, let's check this out real quick.
Yeah, I'm mic'd up.
Who, you is?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Malik Hooker. That's my brother, bro. That's my big bro, man. He been here since I've been here. Look up to him, man. That's my dog, man. You got to get it on camera. Yeah, another day to be great. Let's go. Let's go. Play your game fast, physical, all right, and explosive, and take care of the football. Are we good? It's about the men in this circle. Yeah. Man, we know it's our stake today, man. Let's come out, let's whoop ass and dominate today. I can't hear you. What the do we gotta do? Dominate. Let's go. Just whether it's hey, we still out of the 94. One love, man. Let's go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team.
Prescott's under center, and they'll toss it to Williams, who cuts back to the left snap. They snapped it on 4th and 3. He's looking. He throws in the right flat, wide, incomplete.
You ain't really see me, huh? You ain't really see me. It's okay. You the game I run. I can put it on you when you don't see me like that. We got it. Go back to that. Here, guard. I love it. I love it. I love that. I love to see that. I got you.
From the Dallas 15, snap is back. Burks throws the ball into the end zone, caught, and Brown backs in. Eagles touchdown.
A couple things. We're good. Yeah. We're good. Couple passes, couple things that we got to get cleaned up in the back, and we'll be fine. All right. No matter what happens, you stay towards the same goal over and over and over throughout this game. And again, the most physical game we played all season. We're going to be fine. Get out the stack and let's run.
Play action, very deep drop, and he has to check it down to Ferguson in the left flat, cuts across the 25.
Keep working up there. Keep working slow. Keep working.
Great man to punt it away. That got close, and man gets hit down. There's a penalty flag, too.
Foul, roughing the kicker.
There you go.
Defense, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That changes things. Snap back to Hurts on first down with time. Throws it right. Caught for a first down by Brown again. Second down. And the quarterback keep up the middle. And he broke a tackle and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts.
That's my bad. My unit. That's my unit's bad. That's on me. We can't have self-inflicted wounds. We were off the field on third down. That is totally on us. Can't self-inflicted wounds on first good teams. You can't do that.
Two tight ends. Eagles show a blitz. They give it to Turpin, and he trips over the 30-yard line and fumbles the ball. At the 35, and the Eagles have this one.
Let it go. Let it go. You got it. It's still a hit, though. It's there. Too good for that. Too good for that, Turk. Let's go now. Let's go. Bring the energy, 3. Let's go. You too good for that, 8. Let's go. I got you. Fundamental game. We're not about to do all that. Stay right there.
Goddard, the tight end, who actually pushes him. He's the one who pushes him in, and he pushes him in now. Touchdown, Eagles.
Don't panic. Don't make up. Don't get frustrated. Don't go in the tank. Keep playing. It's a long game. It's the start of the second quarter. Long game. Come on, give me on that. They just got a little head start. They just got a little head start. Let's go. Let's go.
At the 28, play action for Prescott. Pressure. Rolls to his right, points, looks, throws it over the middle. Turpin across the 40.
Hell yeah!
Little head of steam 40, got an angle 30, runs out of bounds.
Hell yeah! Here we go. It's our turn.
25 seconds in the half. Fake on the inside handoff, throws it to the left post to Pickens.
This had to be the biggest score of that game. This had to be the biggest score of the game. The Cowboys needed that touchdown before the half. Angie, what was the energy like in the stadium when the Cowboys scored that touchdown right before the half? What was the energy like, Angie? Tell us what it was like. Because I'm telling you, that was huge. That was huge. Yeah, I agree with you, Catlin. Dak is a warrior. He's a true leader.
We gotta be tougher. Just lock in, the easy. And Cooper, did you scatter me, bro?
3rd and 7.
There's a stop here. Here we go.
Defensively, back to throw on 3rd down. No pressure. And
There we go. Come on. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Good job. Bring it out. That'll work, babe.
this is 3rd and 5 at their 48. Hurts going back, hit as he throws a duck ball. Snap is back to Prescott. A little play action, standing, great protection, deep crosser to the middle. Pickens.
Bro, that's my dog right there, boy. Oh yeah, he's from Georgia too, right? You from Atlanta? I went to Bama. He went to Georgia. Yeah. Come on, oh right here, baby.
First down. Prescott play action back, great protection again. Over the middle to Javonte Williams.
You ever seen a get tackled by a ball carrier? I was like, wait, what? I was hella confused, like, huh? Watch Terry run that ball, bro. You're gonna see someone get tackled by a ball carrier.
Almost 35. There's the encroachment in the line, no flag, and Prescott going deep down the right side, and the ball is caught, and that's a big play.
Big catch by CeeDee Lamb right there. Big catch. Really big catch. Marquietos, you're right. Dak Prescott is a true leader. Angie, you are exactly right. Dak has made a lot of wide receivers look good. Nisi got Noah Brown that contract. What's the other kid name? Was it Cedric Wilson? Got Cedric Wilson that contract. got Schultz that contract. Schultz thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. Has anybody noticed what we've heard from Schultz since he went to the Houston Texans? Dak Prescott has made a lot of wide receivers look absolutely great. Absolutely great. It's crazy when you think about it.
Play fake, boot to the right. Prescott looking, throwing in the end zone. Spanford is open. Brevin Spanford with his first NFL touchdown.
Hey, I do this.
I don't think I've been happier the entire season than somebody getting a touchdown like I was when Spanford got that touchdown. Man, if there is somebody that deserved one, it's him. Man, this dude has been a key blocker on so many plays. Spanford, I was excited when he got this touchdown. Let me say this, then I'm going to let it play some more. Kippy, let me tell you something. Amari Cooper. Tell you something about Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper elevated the game of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. When CeeDee Lamb got here with Amari Cooper, he elevated his game. Amari Cooper is that wide receiver that got Dak Prescott in the mind of throwing to a spot. He really helped Dak Prescott elevate. Cooper, man, I'm telling you, people do not understand. Amari Cooper in his heyday was a technician. Straight up technician. Amari Cooper, he was one of them. He was absolutely one of them. And he really helped elevate Dak Prescott's game. And I don't think Dak Prescott's game would be where it is right now if it was not for Amari Cooper. And I don't think CeeDee Lamb's game would be where it is without Amari Cooper. People do not realize how great, not good, Amari Cooper was great. Straight up. No doubt about it.
I wish you would have been your stupid ass down. I said, this stay on his feet. He better stay on his feet. That's all I was thinking.
So this ball is at the 46.
Just head down. Do our job every time. Every play, every opportunity. Do our job.
56 yards. The kick's away. And the kick is no good.
They're going to take away right here. When we get back out there, we getting that. It's coming, bro. They can't run it on us.
Short field after the missed field goal. Prescott with a play fake on first down. A lot of time. Deep ball. Left side, Pickens. Up in the air. How about you, Pickens?
That boy like that.
We got to go win it. It's going to be on us.
Prescott on second down. Back and runs up out of the pocket. Runs to his left, to the 10, to the 5, cuts to his right.
2016. This is 2016, somewhere around 20, whatever it was with Dak Prescott that year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This was vintage Dak Prescott. Vintage Dak Prescott. Amazing.
Somersault to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown for the Captain!
Angie, I'm going to tell you right now, when I show you this last video, Angie, you're going to want Eagles fans to be in the chats. You're going to be rolling when you see this last video I'm going to show you. Boy, I don't know if y'all seen the video I'm about to show y'all, but boy, this is one of the funniest videos I've seen.
That's what he's doing right now. Finish.
Freddie Morales, welcome El Chuco. You know what it is.
On the left side, ball came out as he was was tackled by
Hell yeah, son! Take that down! Take that play! Oh my God!
Gibson drifting back. He's going to field it at the 3-yard line.
I have got to give Sam Williams credit in this game. Sam Williams played extremely well in this game. Extremely well. Robowski says, excuse me, but the true number 19 for the Dallas Cowboys has always and will always be Vinny Testaverde. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. Those were the nightmare years. Yeah, boy. Freddie Morales, I'm telling you, that is straight facts, my brother. That is straight facts. Yeah, that was a bad call on that punt. Man, I'm telling you, though, Elijah Clark made an incredible play. It is one of the plays of the year, man.
Starts left, goes right, gets away from containment, and then he's tripped at the
Woo!
and the ball's out. And Trent Sieg,
Incredible.
the long snapper, got
Incredible.
down under it and recovered.
That's why you run down the field, baby!
I agree, Ron Hanna.
Let's go!
Slot on the left on 3rd and 3.
Whether it's setting up the field goal or scoring yourself, you gonna win this game, cousin.
Defense snap is back on 3rd down. Lots of time. Lots of time. Here they come. Down he goes.
Let's go! Let's go!
Also, if there is anybody that needed Quinnen Williams, it's also Odigizua. Also, Odigizua plays much better. And I know we can say that other players play good when good players are around him. But also Odigizua plays extremely well when he has other players beside him. He played really well when Michael Parsons was here. He played extremely well when Michael Parsons was here. Why? Because Michael Parsons got double teams. He played well. Now, the difference with Quinnen Williams and why we're going to see also really play well is because Quinnen Williams not only can take double teams, because Kenny Clark was getting double teamed too, but the difference with Quinnen Williams is he eats double teams. We're going to see also Odigizua continue to play better and better and better. Better and better and better.
I have the game on the line. Are you going to pick up? I'm answering that call every time. All we have to do is snip the other side of the 50, and Brandon Aubrey's going to kick us a field goal and win us the game. You can make that for him.
Man, is it not crazy that the wide receiver coach told George Pickens he's going to win the game? He told George Pickens he was going to win the game. That he was either going to set the winning field goal up or he was going to run it in himself. Wow. Man, let me tell you something. People just don't understand. I love what the Cowboys are doing. We don't have to compare George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. We just need to enjoy the fact that George Pickens right now, this has nothing to do with CeeDee Lamb, he is playing better than any wide receiver in the game. And I promise you CeeDee Lamb will tell you that. And these two wide receivers together are unstoppable. And I love the fact that we have them, and I don't want to get rid of neither one of them. Keep both of them, because when Brian Schottenheimer finally figures out this Rubik's Cube, and when he finally figures out how to use both of them at the same time, look out, NFL. Nobody's going to be able to stop the Cowboys.
Hell yeah, butter. That's why he got an expert on Madden. Yeah, we already where we need to be at to kick a field goal. So he can kick a 61? I know I'm still new to this.
Prescott back, throws it. Oh! Slant, Pickens to Nelly. It's 30, 25 running left.
Let's go! Hell yeah! Let's go!
Hold, 42-yard kick from Aubrey. The Cowboys have won this football game. Butter, 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 butter.
Yeah!
No words.
Let's do it, brother. Oh, I love you, man. I love you. It's fun.
Yeah! Angie, tell us, what was that energy like in the stadium? What was that energy like, Angie? Come on, tell us. That's incredible. That's incredible. Superstar status. Yeah, we'll start featuring that every week. I love the sounds from the sidelines, too. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, USMC said the terrible play calling. Yeah, Brian has really been benefiting from these guys. He's got some great players on this team. And Jerry, let me tell you something. I love something that Chanel has been talking about, because Chanel has been talking about the style of defense, because I think this is called Tampa 2. But Jerry, what he's going to try to do is that Jerry is going to try to rectify this with putting elite players. I talked about this earlier. The key to the bend, don't break defense that people don't understand, the key to it is not the scheme itself. The key to the bend, don't break defense is actually the players you put in it. When you put elite players in the bend, don't break defense, the reality of that defense is it's player dependent. That's the piece that people don't understand. It's actually player dependent. It's not scheme dependent. You really want elite players in that scheme because they can read, they can react, they're quick, they're fast, and all of this stuff. Appreciate you, old school. Angie said it was great. Angie, did you lose your voice? Did you lose your voice after the game? Did you lose your voice? Angie said it was quiet at times, but we kept cheering, especially because of the defense. Angie, the defense was killing it. Brombowski said that field goal was a lot closer than I remember it being. Yeah, Pickens made an incredible play. Superstar Status said, now that's a game I kind of wish I could have went to, but I'm boycotting the Georges until they prioritize winning first again. Hey, I think they're doing this, Superstar Status. I do. Angie said we went crazy second half, of course, because we had to hear Philly fans like they chest out there during the first half. Jamal Ism said that in a bend don't break defense, you have to be able to stop the run or else it always breaks. Yeah. Jamal, I said it and I'll say it again. Bend don't break defenses requires super studs. It actually requires super studs. It does. Yeah, DC4L roster man, what up with you? Man, I'm telling us, DC4L roster man, we just got to enjoy what we're seeing. George Pickens is on another level right now. CeeDee Lamb is enjoying it. He's already told us he's enjoying it. We ought to enjoy it. And this is why I say, man, the comparison to CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is not the one we ought to be having right now. Because I'm telling you, George Pickens will agree. Nah, man, George Pickens right now is arguably the best wide receiver in the game. The only one that can argue is Jackson Smith, and he balling too. He balling. But George Pickens is so dynamic, so exciting. The attitude that this dude plays with right now is crazy. I'm loving it, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm telling you, CeeDee Lamb is enjoying it too. The only thing CeeDee Lamb is telling us is, I'm ready to eat too. And we're going to see. We're going to see if he's going to eat against the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he has a good chance of doing it. I just want Brian Schottenheimer, unless it's gamesmanship, I want them to stop telegraphing to the Kansas City Chiefs, get ready because we're going to CeeDee Lamb. Calm down, Brian. I said this on Sunday. Brian's starting to get a little arrogant. Calm down, Brian. You don't have to tell anybody y'all are confident in CeeDee Lamb. Dak Prescott has proven over and over again He loves him some CeeDee Lamb. Dak's going to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb whether he's open or not. So let's calm down a little bit on that. All right. Angie said, OMG, after the game, we was telling Eagle fans to get out of our stadium. This is our house. Okay, so before I finish with the road to the playoffs, let me skip down to this other subject I have right here. I am about to show y'all one of the funniest videos I have seen about this Dallas Cowboys loss, about this Dallas Cowboys beatdown of the Philadelphia Eagles. When I saw this, these people in Philly, when I tell y'all they are devastated by this loss. Do y'all know that they put this on the news in Philly? And they are reporting this over in Philly like it was a catastrophe of something that just really affected people's lives. Boy, y'all are about to roll on this. I was crying when I watched this. Y'all enjoy.
The Eagles blowing a lead of 21+ for the first time since 1999. They had a season-high 14 penalties. That's the kind of stuff that will drive a fan base crazy. Eva Anderson has reaction.
The mood shifted fast here at Chickies and Pete's. What started out with cheers and high hopes ended with frustrated fans wondering how it all slipped away in that second half.
Angie, does it sound familiar? She said the Eagle fans were going crazy. They were going crazy in that first half. And then the second half happened. Look at them in the first half, y'all. This video had me rolling. Check them out in the first half.
Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks!
Like a typical rivalry game, there was no shortage of smack talk against the Cowboys.
They're the worst team. They should be playing high school football.
Fans felt confident in the first half as they fixed their eyes on the big screens to see the Birds soar to a 21-point lead.
I'm seeing us kick butt like always. What a night to be an Eagles fan, huh?
But then it turned out to be a night some fans.
Oh, rolling. Boy, that first half, boy. They were riding high in that first half, boy. Boy, them Eagles were flying in that first half. The fans were losing their mind. Boy, but this face right here says it all. And I'm laughing how they're reporting this on the news. I mean, this was a big story in Philadelphia, man. This was a big story in Philadelphia.
Fans described as humiliating. The crowd at Chickies and Pete's watched with dread as Dallas started to gain traction.
There's a problem. They got so much offense on the outside. They can score quick.
Boy, I'm watching this video. I was watching this video today. Rolling, boy. Boy, I'm rolling. Boy, hold on a second. Let me play this part again, boy. This part right here is so funny to me. Boy, how the tables turned. How the tables turned. Let's play that part again, y'all. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing.
To be an Eagles fan, huh?
But then it turned out to be a night some fans described as humiliating. The crowd at Chickies and Pete's watched with dread as Dallas started to gain traction.
It's a problem. There's a problem. They got so much offense on the outside. They can score quick. You got to shut it down.
Oh, boy. Rose, what you think, Rose? Boy, I saw this video, I couldn't stop laughing. Boy, that fan base, boy. Boy. Boy, they had me crying when I saw this video. They put this on the news, y'all. They put this on the news. Boy, these people are devastated in Philly.
As the Eagles' lead narrowed to 7 points in the third quarter, an excited Cowboys fan let the room know a comeback was on the table.
Dallas is a second-half team. We're going to see we're going to get it down.
Unsurprisingly, he was booed. But much to the Birds fans' disappointment, he was right. They watched as the Cowboys tied, then surpassed the Eagles with a fate-sealing field goal at the end. Frustration filled the room.
They came out so hard, and then they got soft in the second half. They were up.
Boy, y'all see how quiet that boy got? Oh, they killing me, boy. Boy, that boy got quiet. Doomsday said, wow, gee. They act like this ruined their lives. Boy, man, I was rolling when I saw his video today. Boy, the Philadelphia Eagle fans were devastated. They put this on the news like it was a crime, boy. Bass, we watching the video. A video came across my timeline today, man. CBS Philadelphia, they covered the game from the start to the end. Boy. They showing the reaction of how these boys acted, boy. Boy, I'm rolling up in this thing.
21-0, they gave up 24 unanswered points.
Other fans questioned some calls.
I think they played solidly, but I also question about 3 or 4 key penalties that were really not penalties, and Dallas seems to get them at home for some reason.
But
what? Man, the Cowboys have gotten robbed all season long at home on bad penalties. One of the touchdowns they got was a result of a bad call by the referees. Ryan Fnally got his finger on that punt. Brian Schottenheimer didn't challenge it. Should have challenged it. The game might have been different from that point. This dude said the Cowboys get called. Boy, I'm laughing, boy. Woo!
For some, hope remains.
Wait a minute. Quado's ball, he said, you didn't know belt to the butt was a crime. Boy, I'm going to tell you, I didn't know it. Boy, but I know now. Boy, them jokers put this on the news like it was a crime. Boy, I ain't never seen a loss reported like this.
We're going back to the Super Bowl. We start playing in the second half of the season, and we're going to lose a couple games. But when the playoffs start, the stakes are high.
And while the loss certainly stings, fans say they just hope tonight was a wake-up call and the Birds will turn it around on Friday against the Bears. Eva Anderson, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Boy, when I saw this come across my timeline, I said, what is this? I said, what is this? We now reporting a butt whipping like somebody committed a crime. Like they committed a crime in the streets. Boy, I said, this got to be one of the craziest things I've seen. Boy, Rose, them boys were messed up in the head, boy. Them boys was messed up in the head. Boy, them boys are messed up in the head, boy. I don't know if they gonna get over this butt whooping. Them boys messed up in the head, boy. Dude, they said, gee, the boys beat them niggas like a redheaded stepchild. The excuses flowing. Boy, shoot, hey, old school, I love it, boy. Man, I saw that. I said, they reporting this like it's a crime being committed up in this thing, man. Boy, I'm laughing. Quado's ball, he said, this is the first time I see the news reporter in the bar. Boy, them boys said it was a crime committed, boy. Hey, Ron Hill, he said, I see this, I was rolling. Boy, I saw this today, boy, I was crying. I said, this gotta be the craziest thing I've seen, boy. This is crazy. Angie said they fans were saying they team legit. Now they saying it's a wake-up call. Oh, boy. It went from legit to a wake-up call, boy. I'm rolling. Boy, I'm rolling on this, boy. Oh, boy. Boy, I saw this. I said, boy, I got to show y'all this, man. This is the craziest thing I've seen. Boy, I did not know it was a crime to get your butt. I didn't know it was a crime to get your butt beat, boy. Boy, them jokers are upset. And that's going to take us guys to the road to the playoffs. And the reason why I want to talk about this at the end, I want to talk about the road to the playoffs. Because I'm telling y'all, man, the Cowboys have got to keep going. The Cowboys have got to keep going. And the reason why they have to keep going is because the road to the playoffs right now, it is pointing to a wild card. But we got to keep winning. Because the Philadelphia Eagles, guys, the Philadelphia Eagles, if they are not careful, it could be a massive collapse by the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts is struggling bad against zone defense. He refuses to throw tight window throws. He can't read those defenses. And he is getting, I'm telling you, he is getting so confused trying to read those defenses. Number two, they can tell me anything they want to. Saquon Barkley does not look the same, y'all. Saquon Barkley does not look the same. They went and did something with his contract and gave Saquon Barkley some more money. And I'm telling you, Shannon Sharp said it best. When you start talking about retirement, you've already retired. You've already retired. You don't mention retirement unless you're thinking about it. He's not playing the same. This isn't just about Barkley isn't getting blocking. This isn't just about the plays aren't right. Nah, there's something not right with Saquon Barkley. He don't even seem to be running hard to me. But he got paid. He got paid. Easy said, gee, it was a crime. Crime tape everywhere. Oh, boy, I'm telling you, boy, it was a crime committed. Ron Hannah, we about to talk about it. We about to talk about it. Let's look at these teams that we got going down the road and the teams that we are concerned with. So, the road to the playoffs right now, it is still pointing to the wild card. But the reality is, the surefire way for the Cowboys to get in is to win the division. But I'm going to show you some things about that to where the Cowboys just got to just keep winning and let everybody else and let everything else take care of itself. So, this is what the road to the playoffs look like right now. The Eagles are still number 2 at 8-3. The Bears are number 3 at 8-3. Ben Johnson is probably going to win Coach of the Year. The Packers are at number 6 at 7-3-1. The 49ers are 8-4. The Lions are 7-4. They are, man, I'm telling you, the Lions are in danger. The Lions are in danger. The teams that we are truly chasing in reality to me right now are the Packers and the 49ers. And we're going to look at their schedules. The Panthers are falling quickly. They are 6-6. We are going to probably take the Vikings off of this list after this week. The Vikings don't have a chance. The Vikings don't have a chance. And at number 11, the Cowboys are 5. And I'm sorry, the Cowboys are actually, let's correct this real quick. It is what it is. I don't even truly know what number the Vikings is. And if they, whatever number they are, it don't matter. The Dallas Cowboys are actually in the 10th spot. The Vikings don't even need to be on here in reality. And we will take them off after this week. They are of no concern. They are way back here. As a matter of fact, bleep, and they're gone. So this right now is what the Cowboys are concerned with. So far, the road to the wild card is the road the Cowboys are going to have to probably take. Wild card road, Lions 7-4. The Lions, I'm telling you, they escaped by the skin of their chinny chin. Doggone it, you Giants. Doggone it. Why couldn't you hold on and win that game? Oh, man. But they wound up beating them. That would have put them at 6-5, but they are 7-4. So, the Lions, let me tell you something. The Lions ought to be concerned. They have the Packers, the Cowboys, the Rams, the Steelers, and the Bears. Even the Vikings game could sneak up on them. I see, right now they're 7-4. I see them losing 3 of their last 6 games. They're probably going to finish about 10-7. Let me tell y'all something. That tie game is going to either hurt us or help us, and I think it's going to help us because no team can tie with the Cowboys in wins. If they tie with the Cowboys in wins, the Cowboys are going to go instead of them because they'll be a half game up on them. I do think the Lions are going to finish somewhere around 10-7. I don't see 11-6 for the Lions. I think it's going to be 10-7. Cowboys have to continue to win. 10 wins, I think it'll come down to the last game. 11 wins, the Cowboys are definitely going to the playoffs. Book it. But I think the Lions are going to finish 10-7. Next up, JG Real. You know this is Let's Talk Cowboys. We don't do 1-hour streams over here. Except maybe on a Wednesday or a Sunday morning. But we don't do 1-hour streams. Next up, let me tell y'all something, man. Ben Johnson is going to get the Coach of the Year. It is astounding what this man is doing. They are winning games they're not supposed to win, and they're winning the games they're supposed to win. The Chicago Bears, man, they are 8-3. I got them right now with a possibility, and I'm going to have to change this up. They are 8-3. We're going to probably have to take... Right now, I think the best we can hope for with the Bears is 10-7. Unfortunately, I think the Bears, if I'm just being realistic, unless they have a massive collapse, I really think the Bears are probably going to finish 11-6. This is why the Cowboys have got to keep winning. Because if they wind up finishing 10-7 and the Cowboys only lose 1 game down the stretch, Cowboys with 10 wins, they are going to win the tiebreaker with that tie. When I look at what the Bears have coming up, and I'm torn on this game, Ron Hanna. I am torn on this game. I don't know if I want the Bears to win or the Eagles to win. And the reason being is because I just don't see a picture where the Eagles can finish less than 11 wins. They could, but I'm going to show you why by looking at the schedule. But I can see a scenario if the Eagles can beat the Bears, the Packers can beat the Bears, the Lions or the 49ers can beat the Bears. That'll be 3 losses. Man, but even then, that would still put them at 11 wins. This is why the Cowboys, being realistic, the Cowboys can't lose another game. They have to continue to win. 1 game at a time, but they got to keep winning 1 game at a time. Next up, the Panthers. We're probably going to take them off of here pretty soon. Now, I got them at 6-6. I don't think they're 6-6 if I'm not mistaken. I think the Panthers are actually, 6-5? I think the Panthers are actually 6-5. But nevertheless, the Panthers are falling very, very fast, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are 6-5, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think they're 6-5. Because that is 1-2. That's 6 games left. They're 6-5. They have the Rams coming up. I think the Panthers are going to go on a downward spiral. I still don't have them finishing with double-digit wins. I think they're going to get beat by the Rams. I think they're going to possibly get beat. I know they're going to get beat by the Bucs at least once. They'll get beat by the Bucs. I think there's a good chance the Lions are going to beat them, and I think there's a good chance the Seahawks are going to thrash them. That's 4 games they're going to lose. I don't think they're finishing with double-digit wins. The Queen. I appreciate you, the Queen. She said, love your channel, G. Keep up the good work, my brother. Much love for you and your channel and our Cowboys family. Appreciate you. Much love to you, Queen. All right. Next up, we are officially going to take the Vikings out of this list. It's a waste of time. The Vikings probably won't even win 8 games going forward. The Vikings are an unequivocal mess. Next up is the Packers. Packers are looking pretty good right now. They're 7-3-1. But I am telling us right now, the Packers are in danger. Okay, so they are 6-6. They are 6-6, David Barnes. Okay, let me go back. Want to make sure, because I thought they were 6-6. But I think what has happened with the Panthers, correct me if I'm wrong, the Panthers must have already played a game. Oh, hold on a second. All right. Okay, I thought I looked at this today. Okay, I'm going to try to get this right. Somewhere, I think I still have too many games, though. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to have to look back because I got an extra game on here somewhere. Yeah, that's 6. That's 12. They only have 5 games left. Regardless, they are not going to win. I don't think they win double digits. I don't think the Panthers are finishing double digits. All right. Vikings, again, we're going to take them off the list. They are of no threat to anybody. The Green Bay Packers, I'm telling y'all now, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if the Packers find themselves at the end of this season trying to make sure it's the last game of the season. They might have to get in on, because I'm telling you, they are 7-3-1 right now. They have 6 games left. I am telling you, do not be surprised if the Packers lose 3 more games. They got to go at the Lions. They got to play the Bears. They got to go at the Bears. They got to play the Broncos. They have to play the Ravens. I am not going to be surprised. If somebody was to tell me the Packers lose 4 of the last 6, 3 of the last 6, I am not going to be surprised. I think I don't think they win any more than 3 games. The Broncos are tough. The Bears are tough. The Ravens are tough. The Lions are tough. You're not beating the Bears twice. They're not beating the Bears twice. I'm struggling with them beating the Lions. I don't think they're going to beat the Broncos. I don't think they're going to beat the Ravens. Cowboys got to keep winning. They have to keep winning. Finally, the Dallas Cowboys. It's funny to me because the schedule that we once thought was going to be insanely hard down the stretch, all of a sudden doesn't look so hard. Y'all do know the Chiefs are very beatable by the Cowboys. I'm not going to be shocked if the Cowboys beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs are very beatable by the Cowboys. I am not going to be shocked. The Cowboys don't have to travel. They're staying at home. I got a strange feeling they're going to beat the Chiefs. I have a strange feeling the Cowboys are going to beat the Chiefs. They're going to be 6-5-1, and this fan base is going to erupt. I think the Cowboys got a great chance to beat the Lions because of the Cowboys' pass rush. Jared Goff is a statue back there. If the Cowboys can get up to Jared Goff, they're going to beat the Lions, but I got that game in red because I think it's going to be a tough out. When you look at the Cowboys' last 4 games, 3 of their last 4 games are in Dallas. 3 of the last 4. Not 4, 4. 3 of the last 4 games are in Dallas. Angie says she going to the Vikings game. It should be belt to butt when we see the Vikings. They are atrocious. They're probably going to be going for a draft pick in that game. The Chargers. Yep, I think the Cowboys should beat the Chargers. Come on, the Commanders. On Netflix, Cowboys going to beat them boys. And then you got the last game will be the Giants in Dallas. Cowboys should win those games. The Cowboys have a great opportunity. I really think they're going to finish 10-6-1. But I think they can finish 11-5. I think they can finish 11-6-1. I mean, I think they can finish 11-5. I think they can finish 11-6-1. I think they can finish 11-5-1. I'm sorry. I think they can finish 11-5. Yeah, 11-5-1. But I do think realistically the Cowboys are probably going to hit that 10-6-1. Okay, Giants is a road game. Let me correct that. I was thinking about that as I said it. Okay, Giants, road game. Thank God for technology. Giants, road game. So we got 2 of the last 4. 2 of the last 4. Thank you for the correction. Vikings, win. Chargers, I think it's a good possibility of a win. Commanders and Giants, they should win. I think the Chiefs, they win. I'm concerned about the Lions. But if the Cowboys beat the Lions, they are going to run roughshod over these last 4. Well, I think the Chargers will be a tough out. But the Cowboys seem to take care of business on them every single time. But that is the road to the playoffs for the Cowboys, guys. The Cowboys are very much in it. And we got some big-time games coming up for the Cowboys in Week 13. Week 13. Packers versus the Lions. I'm going to take the Lions in this game. I am taking the Lions in the Lions versus the Packers. Chiefs versus the Cowboys. Duh, I'm taking the Cowboys. I don't know why I have the Bengals versus the Ravens on here. I must have been thinking something crazy. Bears versus the Eagles. I got a feeling the Eagles are going to try to bounce back against the Bears. And then we got the Rams, I think, versus the Panthers. And I do think that the Rams are going to beat the Panthers. But those are pretty much the significant games for the Cowboys this week. The Cowboys are not going to get help until later on down the road as it applies to this playoff run that they're making. So right now, the Cowboys just have to focus on winning one game at a time. They got to focus on winning one game at a time. Because right now, I think the issue is with the Eagles. Is that the Eagles have quite a few winnable, very winnable games coming up. They have the Bears. I got a feeling they're going to beat the Bears. At the Chargers will be a tough out. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose. They're going to beat the Raiders. I think they'll beat the Commanders. At least one of these games, they'll beat the Commanders. I do think they get beat by the Bills. So if you count in for the Eagles, if they were just to get beat by 3 of these teams, that would still give them 11-6. That means that the Cowboys would literally have to win out. They would have to win out at 11-6. But I do got a strange feeling that the Eagles, unfortunately, may be able to eclipse the 12-win mark. That's the problem. They got a couple of just flat out, they're going to win games. Commanders, I think, and the Raiders, they're going to win those. But again, I got reservations about the Chargers and the Bills because those are on the road. I wouldn't be surprised if they sweep the Commanders. I think the Commanders by the time the Commanders get to this point in the season, I'm sorry, I think the Commanders are going for draft picks. I think the Commanders will be going for draft picks by this time. I think they'll get mollywopped by the Cowboys, the Eagles. I just think they're going to go on a downward spiral. I do. It's going to be hard to get the Eagles to 11 games because they're already at 8. But we'll see what happens. They got the Bears at home. I do think they bounce back this week. But boy, I'm telling you, I hope the Bears beat them. I do hope the Bears beat them. Let me see. Uh-oh. Nisa said, I'm calling it. She said, gee, a game is 4 quarters and not 2. She said the Bears are about to maul those birds. I hope so. I hope so. I hope they maul them. Superstar status. He said, no, G. I think the Bears, the Chargers, and the Bills can get Philly. Remember, Philly got injuries now, too. Yeah. I'm telling y'all now, man, Ben Johnson is probably going to win Coach of the Year. Ben Johnson has been incredible, man. That dude has been incredible. But again, I'm telling y'all, man, Cowboys, I'm liking the Cowboys' chances. I really am liking the Cowboys' chances. The only game that I'm alarmed at is the Lions. All these other games, I think the Cowboys can win them. Let me make sure I correct this. Giants is on the road. Okay. I'm not worried. Defense travels well. Cowboys will be ready to go. Defense travels well. I think they'll still be able to put foots in them Vikings. So right now, I really think the Cowboys, realistically, I think there's a good chance they're going to do 10-6-1. Unfortunately, I don't think 9-7-1 gets you in. I think 10, you probably get in. You win out, you get in. Caitlin, there it is. There it is. They win out, they get in. There is no doubt about it. Cowboys went out, they're in. Straight up facts. They went out, they win. Angie said, I'm not sold on belt buckle yet. I feel you, Angie. Baz said L. Harris gonna have them locked up. Yeah, gonna have them locked up. My man right here, man, Daniel M. in this thing. What up? Daniel said 10-6-1. Yeah. I think 10-6-1, we probably get in more likely than not. It'll come down to some tiebreakers. 11-5-1, we get in. End of story. End of story. We get in at 11-5-1. There is no doubt about it. Rose, he said 10 to get in like dominoes. I think if it's 10 to get in, it's gonna come down to the last games of the season. If they win, if they're at 10 wins by the last game of the season and it comes down to the Giants, the Cowboys are getting in. Old school. I do believe, as Dak Prescott said, they control their own destiny. If they win out, they get in, because I don't believe the teams in front of them are going to win out. And I also think the Cowboys are getting healthy at the right time. They've added Quentin Williams. They added Logan Wilson. The Cowboys are looking better and better and better. Caitlin said it won't be any tiebreaker. Well, I tell you this, if the Cowboys wind up with 10 wins and other teams wind up with 10 wins, the Cowboys got it. Yeah, Caitlin, unless it's Green Bay. Yeah. But I'm telling y'all, man, Green Bay got a tough schedule coming up down the stretch. And I'm sorry, I'm not sold on Jordan Love. I'm not sold. Yeah, Ron Hanna, I appreciate it. Somebody corrected me. I got it back in New York now. Big Rombowski said, never realized how big Savon Revel Jr. is at the cornerback spot. He reminds me of Richard Sherman. No doubt. Savon Revel Jr. is the real deal. You just got to stay healthy. Rich Lloyd, I tell my wife all the time, the NFL is a battle of attrition. It's a battle of attrition. Cowboys are getting healthy and other teams are getting hurt. I love it. Well, I don't love they're getting hurt. I'm just glad the Cowboys are getting healthy. Angie said we can beat all those teams. I believe it too. Angie, we got to tighten up. We have to tighten up. Brian's got to tighten up his game. If Brian can tighten up his game and figure out a way to utilize all the tools he got, we can win out. We can win out. Quinn Scott said we win out. I think it's a good chance. It's not like it's not doable, because these teams, when we first saw this schedule, we were like, down the stretch, Cowboys and people like they'd be lucky to win 2. Well, they've already won 2. We thought the Raiders were going to be better. We thought the Eagles were going to be world beaters. Well, we beat the world beaters. I think the Cowboys are going to show us the Chiefs are not the Chiefs anymore. They're going to beat the Chiefs. I think they're beating the Chiefs. The only question is the Lions. And on the trajectory the Lions are on, it won't shock me if the Cowboys run over the Lions. And then the last hiccup, I believe, will be the Chargers. They'll have to be on their P's and Q's to beat them. The last two on the road, they can beat those teams. All right, guys, y'all tell me what you think. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. We're going to be doing more giveaways as we go forward. Jake, Texas Made. Make sure you send me something in my email. Tell me your handle. Send me your address. We're going to be doing more giveaways. Gene Martz has said that George Pickens is going to get 2,000 yards this season. That's what Gene Martz said. And I'm even going to let him count. If the Cowboys go to the playoffs, I'm going to let him count the yards that George Pickens get in the playoffs, because I'm going to be that elated. Bass, Daniel M, I see the Lions as a win for us. I can believe that, because I'm telling you, Jared Goff, I watched him against the Rams. Oh my. Oh, this man's feet was in quicksand. Jesus. I'm not going to hate on CeeDee. I think he's going to bounce back. The Cowboys just don't need to force it. Let it happen organically. CeeDee gonna be CeeDee. CeeDee gonna be CeeDee. Yeah, Bess, golf ain't it, bruh. Andrew, let me tell you something. If the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, we gonna put together a GoFundMe. We gonna get you out. We gonna get you out, Andrew. I'm telling you. We gonna get you out. We gonna be that elated if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. Man, I tell you, man, best chat on YouTube. I appreciate you. We're gonna be back tomorrow. The show is going to be bigger and better tomorrow, and it's gonna be bigger and better on Thanksgiving. Yeah. We're going to be live on Thanksgiving after the game. The post-game show going to be crazy. And while my wife is getting the food ready, we even going to do a pre-game show. Yeah, I got to spend time with my Cowboys family. Appreciate y'all. We at 20,000, and we are pushing 21,000. Let's go. Let's get it. Until the next time, DC4L. God bless. Let's talk Cowboys when we talk facts. Peace.